This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The members broadcasting these episodes live in New Mexico and Colorado, the traditional territories of the Pueblo and Ute peoples. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with communities who continue to maintain connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders both past and present, and future generations. Learn more about Pueblo culture at indianpueblo.org and Ute culture at utepac.com. That's UTEPAC.com. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present A Restful Journey, a Ryuutama campaign, with Rainy as the Game Master.
Huzzah.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. It's not that dramatic right now.
I don't know. I think I feel very cliffhangery.
I mean,
Yeah.
every session should end and start on a cliffhanger in a fantasy game. That is the way of things.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. We got to encounter a very strange and magical creature last time, who's also a dick, is what we decided. So,
wait a minute. I don't know if we decided that. I feel like it was like he did a little merry jig. It danced a little merry jig after kicking a terrain dragon.
Yeah.
So that to me denotes some dickishness, but you all feel free to chime in. It's all, I don't know.
Well, you're like, I'm going to crack that egg. I'm going to make an omelet, basically.
Well, I get violent very quickly, unfortunately.
That's the truth. You are
yeah. Take it to 11.
Character.
I am.
Yeah. All right. So last time, and feel free to help me fill in details, especially if I miss something. You were tasked with figuring out what the heck about the kind of concerning drought that's occurring in Arachia.
Yes.
Many promises were made of rewards and things. You had a few different options for how to investigate it. But what you determined was, that the weather should be kind of influenced in a normal way by the mist and rain dragons that live on the train dragon in Arachia. And so obviously something's awry. And after checking around town, you found a cat person selling a mist dragon that didn't look so good.
That was bad.
He said that he bought it from raccoons out west.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very normal things.
Right.
And so you decided to,
happen.
basically immediately head west.
Yeah.
You went through some grasslands, picked some plants, saw a grasslands train dragon, which was harassed by an egg with limbs.
It has limbs.
And you decided that you weren't going to stand for such things.
Right.
It was rude and it was foggy. It was also very foggy.
It's very foggy. Yeah. The farther you've gone west, the more the weather has changed to this dense fog.
Thank God.
Mist, if you will.
Yeah. Misty. Yeah.
Wow.
So where we left off last time is you were pursuing the egg.
Yes.
With the intent of combat.
Yes. Well, at least stopping it and seeing if I could reason with it. Because I remember that this is Ryuutama and we're not supposed to be like murdering stuff. And like, I feel we're not supposed to be murdering things unless there's some really... No, I don't even think that. No, I just don't think we're supposed to be. If anything,
unless the murder is really, really justified.
Or cute. I thought you were going to say cute.
Oh, yeah. Well, if the murderer is cute, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, both. So I feel like we should at least capture it and, maybe take it to Sea Glass to like have it be held accountable for harassing. Are there rules? Okay, do I know if there's like I'm looking at my etiquette and refined education.
Sure.
Are there rules about kicking or harassing terrain dragons? Is that allowed?
I mean, you would know that as a general rule, the dragons are seen as benevolent and helpful creatures, that there's no reason to want to harm them or in any way. And yes, the translation of kicking a terrain dragon and scaring it away from its raspberry dinner would be considered incredibly rude. Yeah.
So if we could like take it along with us to like, I'll be in charge of if I capture this thing, to take it to Sea Glass, to take it to the authorities, to have them see how they want to handle this, if at all.
Right. And you made a very good check last time with your education to know more about these creatures.
Yes.
And so you do know that they are very mysterious. You know that it's considered sometimes very lucky to defeat one in battle, that they're delicious, apparently. And you would also know that they're very kind of wily and dexterous, but also very fragile because they're eggs.
Right.
So these are all things you would know.
Yeah, this is an egg battle. So I think
This is Iron Chef.
Yeah. Battle egg. Allez, cuisine.
Yeah. Well, I remember thinking that. Let me think. I think in our travels so far, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Akanet would have told me like, oh, if only I could get some eggs, like I could really make something awesome. But you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, the plan was to, when I could make noodles, we would have ramen, which would include egg.
There
We
you
don't
go.
have egg right now, but they would be a lot, smaller.
Way small.
I'd have to do something else. Make some omelet, make something like that. Omelet rice, maybe.
Oh,
I don't have any
world's
rice
biggest
though.
omelet rice.
I mean, I'm sure you would have some rice as part of your generic pantry of ingredients.
It is a very basic ingredient.
It's true.
What about legs? What about the egg person's limbs? Like, what do you do with that? Egg legs. What do we do with egg legs and arms?
Legs.
So yeah, all I can think about is legs. Fucking pantyhose from the
pantyhose.
80s.
Yeah.
Came in an egg. And you get to play with the thing, and you'd get them recycled in your Easter basket full of jelly beans. And shit like
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, raise your hand if,
Uh-huh.
if that was you.
Yeah.
You get to crack it open, and the jelly beans went everywhere.
Yep.
Enterprising moms would paint them and shit like that. I mean, those things were wild. Plastic egg.
So what do we want to do?
What do we want to do with the egg legs? I mean,
We haven't even killed this thing yet, so we're running off into the
You're
fog
planning.
after this.
You know what?
How delicious
All
it
right.
is
Okay,
in
whatever.
advance.
I was checking in with the quartermaster so we make sure that
Well, let's see if
can
we can
we-
even find it. Or maybe Rainey's just like, it's disappeared in the fog. I was like, oh, okay. Well, so much for that.
No, I'm tracking this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna track the egg.
All right.
All right.
I do what I want.
What the heck? All right.
All right.
So yeah.
Tracking the egg through the fog. This would be Dex plus Int for anyone who, and if someone wants to help, they can. You can always have an assist. It is
very welcome. Always welcome.
I can definitely help,
Okay,
being,
well,
being a
helper
fox and
rules
all.
first.
Yeah, go for it.
sure.
That sort of thing. Kind of. 6 total.
Okay, perfect. So does you have a +1 to your
Okay.
result?
Oh my goodness. All right, this is 2 8s. Oh man. 10 plus 1 is 11. So 3 and a 7.
Yeah, you are determined. There shall be egg for dinner. So yeah, it's not even a question. You follow, as we determined last time, the distinctive footprints of the egg.
Okay, yeah, let's refresh really quickly. They had the illustration for this egg person or egg beings. They have a footprint like a regular fucking human foot. Sorry, and also a footprint like with a boot print, like like they're wearing shoes, like cartoon looking shoes and cartoon looking gloves, like Mickey Mouse gloves. And I can't
like there's a
this.
Kinney shoes for eggs that they go
There's
to.
a shoe store for that means that they have shoemakers. Cobblers for eggs.
Egg cobblers.
Damn
egg
it.
Cobbler,
Cobbler.
There you go.
OMG. I just hoping for more of a brioche, but that might be too much to ask for. Okay. So I'm tracking this. I am going into the fog with my rapier out because this cannot stand. Tasty egg innards aside, they cannot accost a terrain dragon. I shout as I head into the mist.
All right. So, like I said, you easily track it down. It's standing in a clearing. It has turned to face you. So as you come through the fog, you just see this egg creature waiting.
And it has eyes, right? It has like blank circles for eyes.
Sure. Yeah. We can decide that the eyes one is the canon one that you're dealing with right now. That's fine.
I feel like what do y'all think?
Oh, I'm into it. I like that.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
Where it's just like, when you do that like type of pumpkin carving where you don't carve all the way through, where it's just thinner. So it's like a thin part of the shell that the light's shining through.
It means it has an inner glow?
Yeah.
Why does it have an inner glow?
No one knows. They're very mysterious.
Rainy, I need answers.
Like,
all right.
Mysterious. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
The second word in their description is mysterious.
Mysterious. Okay,
So,
I'll make use of it. I'll make use of it. Oh my god, this is a lot.
So yes, this foot tall egg made taller by human legs has turned to face you.
What's the egg to body leg proportion? Just so I'm aware. Like,
I mean, according to the picture,
it looks like 3/4.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's about almost 2 feet tall.
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. And obviously because this is a JRPG, as you enter the clearing, like the world like whooshes around and dissolves, and then you are all in idle animation battle stands, and suddenly there are 2 eggs on the battlefield, because that's always how it goes in these things.
I'm waiting.
You run into one creature and suddenly there's a whole group of them, and you're like, where did you come from?
He led us back to his fucking lair, is what he led us back to his egg carton.
So wait. So my question is the origin of these eggs. Like, I know they're mysterious. I'll stop asking questions. I'm not the MC. But what the fuck laid these eggs? Like, something laid them.
So the description says many people have tried to solve the mystery of where they came from and what they're going to become. But so far, none have been successful.
That's so good.
Wow.
That's so great.
Sounds like a challenge, really.
I know it is. Make it what you want it to make it. Okay.
All right.
So there's 2 eggs in front of me. Is one bigger than the other? They're the same size.
They're both the same size. One does not look like a boss egg at this time.
Okay.
Boss egg. An extra large egg, a jumbo
just
egg.
Like in the back. All right.
Yeah,
so we are going to establish our battle map, our setup.
Let's do it.
So step 1, we are going to decide on things that are around this battlefield that may or may not be used for your advantage.
Okay.
So I will choose the first one because I can. But I will say towards the back of your side of the battle area, because it's very linear, there is, to use the phraseology of Colorado departments, a small boulder the size of a large boulder.
Okay.
So a largest rock big enough to get behind.
Okay.
Towards the back of your side.
Okay. So
All
there's
right.
a boulder. All right.
Yep. And if you find a way to use something to your advantage during the fight, you do get bonuses to your rolls for using that thing. However, be aware, once something is used and taken advantage of, it is no longer usable during the battle.
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah, because it's a video game.
I got it.
That's
Got
just
it.
what
Yeah,
it is.
that's fine. Yeah. That's totally
So
fine.
like you can only use the boulder ones? Is that
Right.
is that, oh wow.
For hiding.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or climbing on top of.
Or
Right.
whatever.
There are many
yeah.
ways to use these things.
But
There's no
But
rules.
once it's used for anything, it can't be used for anything else.
right.
Okay. All right.
Or if someone else can't, I can't reuse it and someone can't use it if I've used it
Right.
already. Okay. All right, great.
Something to keep in mind though, one of
Yes.
your combat actions, and you'll
Mhm.
notice in the cheat list I put up,
Yes.
is search, which puts new objects on the field.
Okay.
Ooh.
And if things go very awry, I do have new dragon abilities that I can use if I need to. So
Ooh, this mysterious
Yeah.
dragon who's been.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
leveled up. You leveled
I
up.
did. I leveled up. All right. So I have put the rock in the backside of your lines. So that's cool. All right. Des, why don't you pick
Yes.
the next object?
Okay. So in this field, so we have the mist, we have a boulder. So I'm picturing it like 2D pixeled out. So I'm trying
Yes.
to like think about that. I'm gonna say that there is so the where we've been traveling has just been like a well-traveled path to Sea Glass. There have been some forests and stuff on the side.
Right.
I'm trying to think of something really random. How about there's a how about there's just like a mileage sign, like this many miles to Sea Glass or this many.
Sure. Where on the battlefield would you like that to be? So you have like a front, like a
right.
melee area and a ranged area on your side, and so does your enemy.
Right.
They have like a
I
front and a range.
I feel like it's in the front part of their spot, their
Okay.
area. Yeah.
So perfect.
It's like a signpost with a couple like Sea Glass, and then it has Aricia and like other names of other
Sure.
locations.
Those like arrow-shaped planks.
Yep,
that has
you
the
got
map
it.
written on it with the miles next to
Exactly.
it.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
pointing in the direction.
Exactly.
That's cool. I do like how the battlefield map thing that they give you looks like an egg that with a big crack down the middle.
It does kind of look like that.
Wait a
It also
minute.
looks like
Wait,
a cracked
what?
open, like an egg, cracked open egg. So page 117 of the book.
All right, let's look.
If you scroll to that there.
Yeah.
Where this is my
Interesting. This is egg
crude drawing
propaganda.
of it, which
Yeah.
will not
It truly
show.
is.
Oh, there it goes.
Ooh,
There you
oh.
Propaganda.
It is. There is. I mean, there's on page 1. There's an egg.
What?
Like I.
Well, I
yeah,
mean, it's called Ryuutama, which means dragon egg.
egg.
Oh
That's
well,
the
there you
game.
go.
Wait a minute.
This is an
Huh.
eggy adventure. All right.
Eggs
Are
all the way
they-
down.
Hey,
Santiago, keeper of the egg map. What's another item on these battlefield area?
See, I thought we were like kind of in the woods at first, but
You're in like
so
a
it'd be, like, more of
grassland
a-
sort of area. So there's like shrubs and rocks and fields.
I just feel like if the path we're on is like not as well traveled, right?
Yeah.
So it might be an old signpost that was
Yeah.
used a lot more, but
Very
now not so
weathered.
much. Yeah, so it's old. It's not definitely not new.
Okay. I want to say there's a big puddle.
Ooh, where is it?
Nice.
Does it have to be only in one area, or can it be like right in the middle? Like
Sure, we can
like
have it.
both front areas.
That's fine. I'll allow it. A large puddle then. Okay. Very good, very good. All right, and David, what would you like to add to this battlefield?
I think there's a thicket of a brambly plant. A large
Yeah.
bush with
Sure.
thorns and whatnot. Yes.
Where do you want it?
What are my choices again?
The back part of the enemy lines, front part of enemy lines, front part of your area, back part of your area.
I'll say back of the enemy lines.
Very good.
David, what did you say it was again?
It's like a
big,
thorny.
Brambles.
Brambles, yeah.
Yeah, I called it brambles on my little
Bramberly
thing that I've drawn
Mm-hmm.
to make use of this notebook. Unpacked, because the front of it is just chock full of like this Dungeons and Dragons game that we were playing.
Hmm.
All kinds of awesome notes.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, you keep.
That's just the first
books.
couple of pages. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
Santi's a
wow.
good
this
note.
goes on
Notes
and
boy.
it goes on and on.
Nice.
Diagrams.
Very cool.
And so now I have these little tabs because that's the first
Yep.
game. So it's the second one. And I'm just going to use the shit out of this notebook
Good.
for all of our
Good.
games. It'd be fun.
All right, I get to add the last item. I'm going to say that in your like front melee area, besides the large puddle, there is also like a dip in the ground that's hard to see because of the weather and the grass and stuff like that. Easy to fall into if you're not careful. But yes, nice little whoop, a dip. All right.
In our front area.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
putting numbers in the corresponding areas.
So as you have entered this 2D pixelated battle view, you see that one egg is in the front area, ready to kick and slap. And one egg is in the back area, like throwing a rock up and catching it as it's idling.
What?
Oh, you dick. All right.
So where would you all like to be arranged on your side? The front area is for melee attacking. The back area is for ranged attacking.
Back.
This is going to sort itself out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the front.
Sounds good.
I mean, me too.
You're gonna be in the front? Okay.
I don't have any ranged anything unless it's a food fight.
Okay. So this is basics of that setup, just so you can check it against your notes.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So now we will determine initiatives to establish our order. So the interesting thing about combat in Ryuutama, even though it's not the focus of the game, it has an interesting combat system. Your initiative being high is good because it means you go earlier in the combat rounds. So great. But it's also your defense. It's like how ready you are to fight. So when the enemy attacks you, it's attacking versus your initiative. So high number, good. All right. So initiatives are Dex plus Int. And then Santi, I think you have a bonus to initiative because you're tech.
I do. So my total initiative is, well, I don't know. I wrote 14 in the little box. I don't know if that's where I write what I've rolled each time.
Yeah, you just roll that stat. So it's going to be different every time you go into combat.
Yeah. So I know that, yeah, I have a bonus to it, but I feel like I had a +2, not just a +1, but I don't remember why. So we'll just go with +1 for now. Anyway.
Sounds good. I mean, I can go check your tech stuff if you want, but I don't have your notes.
No, it's fine.
See.
I'll figure it out between now
Technical type +1 to initiative checks.
Right. I got another one from somewhere else, I'm sure, but it
Okay.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Good to
All
go.
right. So when you roll, please report your values so Des can start figuring out the order of everybody.
All right. Do we need the separate score value things? Does that matter, or is it just straight total this time?
You just roll those two dice and add them together. Yeah, and you can't crit your initiative.
I love it when that happens. Okay. I got a total of 8.
Okay.
The Ocho.
The Ocho. Yeah. Oh, when
Okay.
you roll like 2d6 or something and you get 6 and 1, like you get both ends of the spectrum for whatever reason.
Mhm.
It always amuses me.
All right. Oh, okay. I got a 12.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah. And then Ren.
And I got a 9.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-oh. What about the eggs?
Yeah. What
The
about
eggs
them?
also have initiative of 9.
Both of them?
Yes,
What the heck?
because they use static initiatives. However, what are, for just to figure out our tiebreaker, for other 9 folk, what is your condition currently?
Uh-oh.
I'm at an 8.
Okay, so you will go before the eggs because their condition is 6.
As well, it should be.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So Des, keeper of
yeah.
the order, what is it looking like?
So I'm going first, and then
Nice.
and then Ren will go after me. And then Akanet will go next. Oh no, I'm sorry, the eggs.
Yeah, please.
Sorry. I'm just keep ignoring
I know you're
them.
trying. You're trying.
I'm-
It's all right.
Trying really hard. And then Akanet goes last. But I think that's actually the best spot to be, because then you see what the eggs do and you can counter them. So
Mm.
that's
Alright.
the order right now.
Wonderful. All right. So, Mercedes, you were ready for this fight before it even
Mhm.
started. So, of course, you get to go first.
Yeah.
You have many options, one of them being attack.
Right.
So, and just keep in mind whatever you decide to do, if you find a way to utilize one of the objects on the field,
Mhm.
you can potentially have bonuses to just depending on how you use it. So I'll consider that as well.
Okay. Let's see here. I feel like I'm gonna just attack the egg that's in front of me. So I'm in the front area, and the one that's right in the front, I'm gonna just go after and my attempt is to like destabilize them and capture them. I don't want to like necessarily murder them.
If you are purposely doing non-lethal damage, you will get a -2 on your weapon attacks, but it will prevent them from being killed if they fall below 0 HP.
Okay. All right. Okay, I guess I'll just attack it straight on. Just gonna knock it down. We'll see what happens.
All right. So you are rolling to attack with your rapier.
Mhm.
So your accuracy, is your dex and dice +1 and then plus another one because of your mastery, your extra mastery.
Okay.
So you would roll your dex and int dice and
Okay.
add those up.
Okay. Let's see here. So this is an attack.
Yes.
Let's see here. Just checking my fumble points. I have 1 fumble point.
You do.
Doesn't feel that serious. Half of my magic points. I don't really have any spells. Do our magic points get replenished or no?
They do when you rest.
Okay, I think I'm going to use half my magic points.
Ooh, you're going to concentrate.
Yeah,
Give yourself an
concentrate.
extra +1.
Okay, so it's +2. And then, I don't want to use, I only have 1 fumble point, so I'm not going to.
Keeping it.
Yeah,
Hard-earned fumble point.
Yeah, holding on to that for a little while longer. Okay, so here we go. This is a +2. Oh God. It's a 2 and a 3. 5 + 2 is 7. So
These are dexterous eggs.
yeah. They
So
are.
you strike with your rapier, and the egg dodges to the side and throws you double deuce, flips you off with its little hands.
It's little Mickey Mouse gloves.
Yeah.
Loved hands.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it only has
All
3
right.
fingers because they're Mickey Mouse glove hands or whatever,
Right,
but you can
yeah.
tell
There's definitely malicious. Yeah. Okay. Great. Good. All right. So Ren, you're up next.
All right. So dashing around to the side in a quasi Naruto run
Yes.
as the grass parts around me. I'm looking at this egg that Mercedes and Akanet are engaging, and I think they're okay, but I'm worried about the guy with the rock. So
That's smart.
So so I just I come to a stop, wave my hands in the air, shout "Briar, no," and summon the branches of that brambly bush.
Oh, there you go.
Jump forward and entangle this egg.
Excellent. Our first spell.
Yeah. So I roll spirit plus int. I get an 8, and it's not a resisted spell, so I guess that means it goes off.
Yep.
And that just gives the egg a -2 initiative.
Ooh.
Oh.
So back egg rounds. Is now, for the next round, will be at -2.
Okay.
So for the next 6 rounds, actually.
Oh, yeah. But starting.
Yes.
Yeah, next round. But wow, 6 rounds. That's really good.
Yeah, I know. It's a Briar no.
Did any of the brambles pierce the shell of the egg? I'm curious.
I don't think it has any damaging abilities, no, sadly.
All right.
It's just a no.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The egg kicks annoyedly as it's tangled in the brambles. Excellent.
I feel like I just earned a rock being thrown my way.
All right. Okay. Eggs next.
Yeah.
Or I guess at least one of them. But yes, so front egg definitely gets to go. It's just flipped off Mercedes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So in terms of using these terrain features, how does that work?
So it depends on how you say you're using them. So for example, if you say, kind of like Des gave the example, or I'll just use the boulder since that's what I put on the field, that you climb up to get a better vantage point, +1 probably to your accuracy check for attacks or something like that. If you were like, I hide behind it and launch my spell from behind the boulder, then that would probably increase your defense by 1 instead. So it would add 1 to your initiative for the sake of defense. So it would just depend on how you say you use it. And then we'd figure out what kind of bonus we want to apply.
So since I said I was using the Briar Bush to augment my spell, could we say that the initiative penalty begins this round?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what that gets us, but
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Or it could be, like Des was suggesting, it could be that it caused it some damage.
Well, which one do you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should cause it some damage. It should crack that shell.
Oh, all right. Let's see. The brambles, you say. Go ahead and roll 1d4 for your damage.
Very generous of you. 4. Ew. Definitely cracked some shells.
So these eggs have 4 HP.
Oh no!
Kill the egg!
So what your frontline people see, because they definitely don't see you Naruto run.
Right.
Which, by the way, this is the second game I've run where David's character has Naruto run.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
This time is actually
Des gets
appropriate,
naked.
though.
David Naruto runs. This is the way.
Yeah.
And so they don't see that because it's too sneaky. But what they do see is this brambly berry bush go like Beetlejuice style, come up behind this egg and just crush it, and yolk spills out onto the ground.
Oh.
And into the bottom shell where the legs have just gone into a splits to keep it held up. So it's just this nice little pool of egg right now.
Oh.
Why is this so disturbing?
I don't know, but it really is.
It really is.
I was just thinking the same thing. Why is this?
It's supposed to be, but I'm running it, so of course it's
right, exactly.
A game of personal Japanese RPG horror.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, God. Okay.
You get a VHS tape in the mail. Don't put it in.
Yeah. What the? That's what she
Just
said.
J horror, you know. Just trying to take the J horror turn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So,
Sorry.
so
Don't put it in.
the egg in front
Sorry.
swivels,
VCR.
sees this horrible crunching.
That is horrifying.
Front, and turns back towards you, and runs up and attempts to kick Mercedes in the shin.
All right.
Rolled a 4 for its accuracy, so
Ooh.
I'm assuming that is lower than your initiative.
Definitely.
So, yeah,
minus 12.
It does nothing. How does that attack resolve that it doesn't hurt you at all?
I mean, I think okay. So let's really, we've been breaking down the breakdown of how these are made or how they're created or what they're made out of.
Yep.
I have a feeling that the legs and the feet are just as fragile as the shell in a way. So they have a lightweight quality to them. So even though it like kicked the dragon and everything, it's mostly just annoying. It's like the dragon has like a gnat, like get out of my face, like get out of here. Like that kind of a feeling. It doesn't actually do damage, it seems, because the leg is kind of like some type of foam material or something. I don't know.
It's a pool noodle.
I don't know. It would feel like a pool noodle, like it's organic pool noodle.
It's
Kicking me.
meringue.
There you go.
Oh,
Duh. Thank
yes,
you.
very good.
Yeah,
the
it's a
Swiss meringue leg.
Yeah.
Just bops against you marshmallowly,
Yeah.
does no damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Those aren't
Yep.
leather boots. That's just been bruleed. So that's
Oh.
fine.
Just caramelized. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it. That's great. Yeah. So it just has a little bit of a lightweight. It's like, what the hell? Like, it's even more annoying. Like, they're fragile and they're also dicks. So it just seems like a very bad combination.
Yeah. Akhenet, you've seen all of these things occur. What would you like to do?
So I want to try out a mechanic here. So
Sure.
that's why I'm like wanting to go this way here. But I love the idea of like when you go last in initiative order, if you can do something that lasts until your next turn, you're basically turning that last into a first. Because you're doing something that affects everyone who goes after you, and that lasts
Definitely.
again.
Yeah, it's a good spot to be for
So-
actions, bad spot to be for defense.
Right.
Well, that's the thing though. I wanted to do defend because that lasts until my next turn.
Okay.
And whenever I take any damage, it lasts, reduces it by 1. But I can also decide to like intercept any damage that is in the area.
Okay.
And so basically I can decide to become the target of any attack aimed at an ally. And then it just automatically hits me instead.
Your big bear defense, where you're just like knocking
I
down the
was thinking
shots.
bringing some big bear energy to the front line here and taking some defense on that. So
Excellent.
hopefully there's much loud roars and waggly of lips with the nose involved. Like everything just becomes automated at that business end of the snout with teeth on showcase. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you are defending.
Offense. Yes.
Okay. Very good. Which I believe means we are back to Mercedes.
Yeah, me. Yes. So can I put my hand on the top of this egg? Like I'm
Are you doing the thing where
than-
you're keeping it at arm's
Yeah,
length? Sort of like
and
this
it's like
thing?
flailing
Okay,
and like
yeah.
trying to kick me. So it's actually more of a that I'm like I kind of put my sword away. I can like actually do it at the same time as I'm like putting my sword in its sheath and then like putting my hand on top of its head. Like, please stop.
That would be strength plus dex.
I got it. Yeah, no, it's all good. I've been doing push-ups, so let's do this. Okay, let's see here. All right. Oh, yeah, I just cursed myself. Thanks, self. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, okay. 8 and a 2. That's fine. 10. Okay, is my total.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
So 10 is higher than its initiative. So you are successful in holding the top of the egg while it flails helplessly towards you.
Is it making sounds? And what are those sounds if it is?
No sounds.
No, that's even worse. Oh, God. Okay. So Yeah, I'm just holding it. So I'm looking at Akanek and Ren, and like I don't know where Ren is, but I look over to Akanet. I'm like shrugging, like what do we do with this thing?
That's an excellent question.
Are you used? Have you ever encountered like a mountain egg? Is this like just? Are they just in the grasslands?
Mountain
Like
egg.
I've never seen anything like this. This is bizarre. It's like trying to swing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very.
I will say
strange
that since
for
you're
me.
holding it like this, its effective initiative is -2.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have
Yeah.
you seen mountain eggs in like ever?
No, where I come from, eggs are about this big.
Yeah.
and yeah, they come from, whatever chicken analog we have in this world.
You can have chickens,
Okay.
or you can have
yeah,
other
they come
stuff.
from-
You can have little
Ducks.
chocobos. I don't care.
They come from chickens.
Okay. Huh. So I'm looking around I have my rope on me as well. That's one of my items.
Okay. So I will
An
say
item
this
stuff.
turn, you have effectively like kind of restrained it.
Stop.
So depending on what happens this round, you can try to use your item next.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Sounds
what I
good.
thought. Okay, cool. So Ren, you're next.
Ren, you see Mercedes holding the top of this egg as it tries to kick and swing.
Well, it seems like she's got that all under control.
I cannot wait to hear the journal depiction of this.
So actually I'm going to do a search. I'm going to do a
Okay.
search action.
Nice.
Very good.
And I would just like to I'm still kind of looking at the bush in the back there
Yeah.
that just cracked that egg open.
Mhm.
And I'm squinting at it because I think, I thought maybe that was a berry shrub at first, but I think it might actually be a bagel tree.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
It just grows giant bagels.
Yeah.
As the fruit.
Yep.
It's like it's a subspecies of the breadfruit family.
Yeah.
You see,
Mhm.
but it's actually a bagel tree.
Is
Yeah.
it an everything bagel?
Oh, you don't want to mess with those. Those are very
What?
rare.
It's
kind is it?
grasslands, so it's probably an onion bagel
Yeah.
tree.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna start making my way around to the back area, licking my lips, and getting ready to toast up a bagel and scramble some eggs.
On what? Do you have
I
like
don't
a
know.
cooking kit?
I'll figure it out.
A hot rock or something? Or
Yeah.
what do you
Suddenly I produce a cooking kit out of nowhere.
a hot plate?
Right.
Baby, you got a stew going.
This
That's
is
right.
the fox part of Ren's characters. Like, ooh, opportunistic food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Aw,
Yeah.
I love it.
So just foxing behind enemy lines to go start
Mhm.
eating things. Sure.
Exactly.
That's good. I like it. So fun.
All right. Akane, what would you like to do?
I mean, I was all ready to defend, but there's like nothing to defend against right now.
These are lower level creatures for our combat tutorial.
So-
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can so when you say -2, is that till your rolled result or dice size? Like if I try to do
In what
if I try to
context?
if I try to bonk this guy to knock him
Oh.
out with the flat of my blade.
It's a -2 to your
like-
result.
Okay, to the result. I'll take it and see if I
Okay.
make it. All right, so I'm gonna roll with my
I will say
big
though,
knife. Hmm?
it wouldn't
Ugh.
be a full -2 because the egg's being held still.
Right.
So I think
Okay.
like it'll be a -1
Yeah,
instead because you have like a
fits.
+1 from Mercedes, -2 from non-lethal.
Right, right.
So $-1.
Okay. Yeah, so
Unless
I'm
you
gonna
want to
look at Merc-
concentrate.
Ooh.
Oh.
You're
That's
technical,
magic
so you
points.
get an additional +1 if you concentrate.
Oh wow.
Holy
Okay.
shit. Wow.
Whoa.
Do I have to use half of my magic points to concentrate?
Or
Your fumble point that you got
Yeah,
for
fumble
Mercedes.
point, magic point, or both.
Yeah, sure. I'll use my fumble point if I could.
Okay, very good.
All right.
So you now have +2, which makes it a +1 overall.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at Mercedes and kind of shrug, and then just kind of bonk and see if I can bonk it.
Oh my God, I'm
to
scared.
jog his memory, and hopefully I can jog him hard enough, but not
too
to
hard.
kill it. Yeah, let's see what we got. Okay, so that is 11 plus 1, 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a hit. You can roll your damage.
Oh no.
All
Just
right.
know that you cannot reduce it to the point where it explode or something because you're doing non-lethal. The most it can go is -2 when it's health,
Got it.
which means it would be
let's see
unconscious.
here.
How wait,
I
what'd you roll?
I rolled a 10 with my 1d10. I rolled
Alright.
a 10. So
Nice.
max
So
damage, but
Nice.
I'm
The
trying to
problem
not.
with your cook doing non-lethal damage to an egg is that it's like the most practiced like spoon against the soft-boiled like egg thing. So there's perfect crack forms around the top, and it like hinges open, and this tiny little walking egg pops out.
No.
Russian doll eggs.
No.
Yes.
I rebuke this in the name of God.
This is dark-sided. This is dark-sided.
This is dark side.
Power of Christ compels you.
So you have this, you're not sure how well it is, but it's mostly intact, cracked open egg at the front now. But a tiny egg has popped out of the top of it and is now standing at the front.
So there's 3 eggs. There's 3 eggs. Well, one's dead.
2 of them are basically dead, but yes,
Yeah.
they're
And now we have a new egg. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So and its initiative is 9, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So this is egg cubed.
Yes.
Okay. This is the second egg. No more.
Mhm.
Other egg. No more. We have a type. So how big is this one?
This one is about a third of the size of the others that you've been fighting.
Okay. So you do this. So he cracks the egg. That's disturbing. The other thing pops out.
Yeah, it just leaps out.
So when so just to be clear on
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
So he's like shrug and I'm kind of holding it and then he cracks it and then it pops up. The lid pops up.
Yes.
Open. Oh
Yeah.
my God. And then this other little thing comes out. I think I'm like backed off, like, whoa, like jump back.
Mhm.
When
and
all
you
this
notice the like half like the dome of eggs still in your hand.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Like you're holding
Ah!
a skull cap.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of a sudden.
Basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ay, very gross. So I will like and this other thing, does it jump out? Like what does it do?
Yeah, it does like a full-on like leap out of the top of the egg and then lands, kind of does a little squat, and is now in the front line.
Oh
I don't
my
know what to
God.
tell you. It's
Did
what
it-
it looks
Alright.
like.
Did it do the 3-point like Marvel squat like when it landed? Like,
Yes, a very tiny 3-point landing.
yeah.
With its little egg body, like, oh my God. And it's looking up at me with eyes. Does it have eyes?
Yeah, little tiny glows.
No.
I hate that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna so I'm first. I guess I'm next. So
Mhm.
the initiative
Congrats.
now. So it's me. It's me, Ren, egg cubed, and then Akanet again. All right. So
Yeah.
I am going to try to chase and pick up this egg. It's smaller.
All right,
So,
strength and dex to try to pick it up.
Oh my God. Oh
And are we tied for initiative? Because I had a 8
no.
and the egg was 9, but they got wait.
This
This is
new
a
one
That was the
egg.
back
is a
line.
9.
It was a
egg.
new one. Is a 9. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
It's a brand new egg.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a brand new egg.
Okay,
As long as
seven-
it was
seven-
orange.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. 7
Yep.
and 3 is 10.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. So it does a 3-point landing, flips you off with its free hand,
Oh my God.
and you just run up and grab it.
Oh man, I bet it starts slapping
Run
my
up and
face.
grab it.
I bet it starts slapping me. Okay. So I pick up the egg and I am I think I pick it up, looking at it, and then I'm gonna put it under my arm like a football. Like
Yeah,
it's just
because
under
it's
my
like
arm
an
now.
ostrich egg. It's like-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I put it under my arm and then I'm just looking at Akanet like what do we do with this? Why is it a little egg? Like, why is this like this?
I mean, clearly my experience with eggs is pretty one-sided. So I don't know that I can offer much advice other than salt them at the end of your seasoning cycle.
I'm just kind of marveling. And I'll say, Ren, where are you?
So Ren, just so you know, examining the bagel tree.
Right.
There are a few that are ripe, which you can always tell that they're ripe because they're toasted and starting to split.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So, Ren, where are you? Camera pans over to me, using this round to do a move action to move to the back enemy area from the back ally area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm moving.
Okay. All right. And so what does the little egg do now?
Yeah, it's just like flailing its little legs and like slapping harmlessly against your ribs and like flipping you off occasionally. Yeah, that's about all I can do.
Oh my God. All right. And Akinet's next.
I mean,
it's up to you. I mean, this egg is restrained at this point. So if you want to end this combat, you can. Yeah, it's just now you have an egg.
We have an egg. Yeah, we do.
Right.
A jerk. I think we're done. I mean, I think we're done with the combat at this point.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I feel like the other egg that got its little cap off, is it still standing? Please tell me it's tipped over. If it's standing, it's worse.
It kind of fallen into a seated position.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
And you look inside it, and there's just like this, all like kinds of controls and stuff.
So I think I walk over and look.
Yeah, the mini egg was ratatouilleing the big egg.
That's inside, not external. The ratatouille's external control.
That's true.
Okay, so internal. So I look inside the egg. I don't want to, but
unless he was external to the yolk. You see where I'm going with that.
Oh, then it is a ratatouille situation.
Yeah,
okay, so what? So I look inside the egg. What does it look like?
So,
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
No, you totally do. Looking inside, like the feeling you get is like when you crack an egg and you're like, oh, cool, double yolk. Except this one just happened to be double egg. Yeah. So it still has a yolk and like egg white and everything in there, but it seemed like there was just another little dude hanging out.
What in the actual fuck? So that's not my character, it's just me.
Yeah.
So I'm looking inside the egg and I'm just perplexed, and the other one's just squirming under my arm and I'm holding it. And I walk toward, I can see the signpost, and I see this like puddle. And I'm gonna walk past the puddle to go toward this bagel bush. Right? Okay, so like, what is that? So I'm like kind of staring at it, and I see the destroyed egg up close.
Well, actually, what you see is Ren sitting next to the destroyed egg with one of these ripe bagel fruits, just tearing off a chunk of the bagel fruit, dipping it in the raw yolk, and munching on it.
Yeah,
you know, like a poached egg.
Right.
Kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's the temperature of these eggs. Like, I don't know. Why am I obsessed with this?
Are they mammalian? Are they like body temperature?
No,
95 degrees.
Yes. Don't say yes. Don't say yes.
Do eggs have live births?
Don't say yes.
You tell me, what have you discovered about these eggs in dealing with them?
Wait, this really is blowing my mind. If an egg gives birth to a walking egg, it's shaped like an egg, but it's technically a live birth of an egg. So these are mysterious.
They're oviviparous.
They're so mysterious.
Very true.
If you think about the walking egg dilemma too much, it drives you mad.
It is. It's a koan waiting to be solved.
So what I've discovered about the walking egg is that they're delicious. You know.
Oh my God, we already knew that. I'm
sitting cross-legged with like a little like, you know, chibi anime smile on my face, you know, and like just yolk on my chin. I'm just like, come on, join me. It's delicious.
This other one's like squirming under my arm, and I'm like, really not into this. Like, this is just feeling weird. Okay, well, no thank you, but the egg threat has been eliminated for now. And as you can see, I have one under my arm here.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get moving. I want to make it to Sea Glass.
You're just kidnapping that egg?
Yes.
Fair enough.
What, you said that? You asked me that?
Yeah.
You said kidnapping the egg because you're eating its possible parent.
Yeah. I'm like,
yes.
All right.
I am kidnapping this egg, I think to myself as I walk away.
Akane, did you want to use your trapping skill on the broken egg to gather materials from it?
Yes.
Gross.
I was thinking that waste not, want not. So I think that we should definitely harvest some materials from a defeated monster.
Okay. That's your dex plus int. And since these are level 1 creatures, you need to get better than 2.
Oh, splendid.
So you can't fail.
7. Yeah, you can roll a 2 and a 1, or I guess you could roll snake eyes. But anyway, 7.
Okay. Are you harvesting the one that was broken at the bramble bush or the one that you did non-lethal damage to?
The one I accidentally cracked the skull cap off.
Non-lethal.
Oh my God.
Okay. So for that one, you get 4 servings worth of egg, and mostly intact shell, which you think could be worth as much as 1,000 gold.
What?
Whoa.
My mind is blown.
And I would also like to let everyone know that since technically during this fight, the one that David killed, he reduced to exactly 0 hit points, the party will receive a blessing at the end of the session.
You're welcome.
Wow.
That's so classic Trickster. It's like, you're just sitting over here eating eggs. Like, yeah, I already got you your blessing. So thanks.
Yeah, I did my job.
Yeah, I did my job already.
I got the raw steel. I'm the one with a live egg now.
Yeah.
It's going to probably kill me in my sleep. All right.
I mean,
I'm going to send you to heaven.
Okay, I'm going to send you to heaven. Okay. So he's just stroking my hair while I sleep. And I wake up and I see it's like lifeless size.
You wake up and there's like a pillow lightly held over your face because it has no strength.
Exactly. Oh my God. Okay, this is wild. So let's hit the road. Let's go. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right.
Very good. Very good. All right. Wow.
All right.
So good. You continue your journey. You do not encounter any other eggs or terrain dragons for the rest of the day. You spot yet another way sign. You're able to use that old way sign in your battlefield to kind of keep you on the path. And you spot the next one. It's obviously lists the distance as much closer than you were before. You know you should get there the next day. And underneath that sign, a much newer plank has been kind of nailed to the post. And it says, "Beware, bandits."
Oh, all right.
God damn it.
This is going to be worse than the eggs. I have a feeling. I say
worse.
to Ren.
All right. Who is setting up camp? What are you doing today?
Okay.
So where are we? So we're walking through the grasslands still, right?
Yep.
There's some trees and
shrubs
and other. Okay. I don't mind setting up camp again.
Do you want to do it like last time where Ren assists and you do the setup roll?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like that.
Sure. And then I assume Akanet's cooking dinner with the rations. Okay. Or the eggs. You don't have to use rations because you got plenty of egg today.
Yeah, we'll make use of the.
And if you wanted to have gathered some ripe bagels from the bagel tree, I mean, you have breakfast for dinner.
Definitely.
Make some bagel Sammies for
Mm-hmm.
dinner. Delicious.
That works.
Okay. So Ren, if you're helping, you roll first.
Okay. That is Dex and Int, was it? Or
Yes.
something like that?
And then you get a +1 because you get +1 to journey checks because you're
Journey
fancy.
checks. Yeah, I'm well traveled. Well, I needed it because 4 + 1 is 5.
Very good. Exactly what you needed. All right. Mercedes gets to make the check.
Yes. Okay. So this requires what exactly? I'm forgetting, sorry.
Oh no, you are good. So to set up camp, it's Dex plus Int, and you have a +1 right now.
That's right.
From Ren.
Yeah. Okay. I was mesmerized by my character sheet. So set up camp.
I'm mesmerized by this gif of this egg.
Dex plus. Nice.
It's one of those.
It is a good one.
One of those eggs that's boiled in soy sauce, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Or seasoned in it, at least.
At least, yeah, soaked in it.
Okay, so 3 + 4 is 7, +1 is 8. So that's
very good. That
So-
will do.
Yeah. So Ren, how do you help me?
Let's see. I think so last time I was just showing you the basics. So this time I'm mostly letting you show me that you retain that information and correcting you as needed.
Okay.
As I sit on a conveniently sized large small boulder, smoking my pipe.
Yep.
And
Like
pointing
pointing
things
with
out
it.
with
Yeah.
the end of it. Yeah. Nope, over there.
Yeah.
Like, no, notice how that hole in the ground could be a snake den or whatever.
Don't put the tent over that over that snake den hole.
All right. Okay, cool.
All right. And then Akanit, do you want to roll your trail cooking?
I do, however. So
Or are you just going to do
trail
craft?
cooking would be trail cooking would be upgrading the rations. Since I'm using our egg supplies, that'd be my food crafting, I think.
Yeah, food craft, which is still strength plus dex.
It's it's the same.
And then you already have the materials and they're setting up camp, so you have the time.
Right. So I just need to figure out my target number because I'm making what 4 servings.
It would be based on cost. So let's call that size 3.
So my crafting is target number. See here. Okay. So the table here, it's based on the cost.
Right.
So it looks like it's
I can look up the cost for that.
Gold. Well, it's 100 gold or less or 1,000 gold or less. So I'm thinking
It'd be
it's
100
fine.
gold or less. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So my target number is 6. All right. Hooray. I rolled 6.
Yay. You have made delicious food for everyone.
Yay.
Nice.
So what did you make
Yeah.
with these supplies you gathered?
Oh,
Plus
I made-
whatever ingredients you happen to carry with you.
I made a bagel breakfast Sammy's. And in
Oh,
the
right,
scrambled
that's right.
egg, you can see the finely chopped like green onion
Mhm.
in there as well.
Very good.
And I don't think we have cheese right now, but I feel like I picked up maybe
You could
Totally.
spend one of the rations in your quartermasterly supplies to be cheese. You're allowed to do that.
all right. hell
You can
yeah,
say
let's
a
do
ration
that.
is a hand-holdable something. So it happened to be a nice little block of cheese.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
You kind of raid the rations and stuff like that. It's like I imagine you like tearing open the MRE and just like taking out the different stuff. And
Yeah,
making
the
some
Tabasco
magic with it.
packet or whatever.
Little tiny Tabasco.
The tiny
bottle.
bottles. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Teeny tiny.
And,
All right.
but yeah,
All right.
using the cheese and everything.
So camp setup went well with help from Ren.
Right.
So yeah, you have a lovely evening, you have delicious food, the camp looks good, and you're bolstered by the fact that tomorrow you're getting to sea glass so you can figure out where
Yes.
these freaking raccoons are.
That's right.
And why? they have mist dragons
Yes.
that they're selling to cats.
They are selling to cat people for some reason. I don't know why, but they are. So in terms of the evening's hijinks, I'm very curious if the little cat fox pet has anything to say about this little egg being that now is part of our crew.
Aki.
Yes, sorry.
And you've got your
My jackalope Elvira, yes.
Elvira. I think Aki's definitely interested in the egg being for the same reasons I was interested in the bigger ones, i.e., can I eat this?
Right.
So the egg person's probably trying to like keep him away.
There's a lot
like,
of
like the same-
slapping
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
The tail like pooping out.
Yeah. Every once in a while you hear the little yipe, yipe, yipe.
Yeah.
The poofy tail. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't bother me.
So how are you keeping this
Yeah,
egg
that's
person?
what I'm trying to figure it out. I feel like I have I have my rope, so I don't mind like fancying a little harness that I put on it, and I just have it on a little rope.
All right.
I hate it, but it's what it is.
I hate this.
Typical aristocrat, man. Just
Yeah.
enslaving sentient beings.
You know
Let's see how
what?
it goes.
Oh my god. You say that?
I mean, with the intent, Mercedes did say to take them to town to like stand for what they did. So
That's
like
right.
it's a prisoner, not an enslaved being.
True.
A prisoner on a leash. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
It's a
anyway.
fine distinction.
Whatever.
Mhm.
You ate its relative, okay? So you have absolutely zero legs
Raw.
to
Like,
stand on.
in
You don't have any
front of
egg
it.
legs to stand on.
Fair and square. Fair and
You
square.
ate one
In
You
front
ate
of
one.
it.
raw in front of it, and then we prepared and ate the other one
That's
in
right.
front of it.
That's right.
It does have eyes.
I mean,
I
It
put
has
a
seen all of
blindfold on it.
this.
I put a blindfold on
Oh,
it.
okay. Got
one
it.
way it could be worse is if we did like an egg wash and then breading and then frying. You know what I mean? Like the leg in the egg of the other one, like
Ew.
Yeah.
like you do with chicken.
Yeah.
Could have done some
Sure.
spring onion tempura, like
Right.
dip in.
Could always be worse.
Yeah.
True. So yes, I want to take this egg to the mayor of the town and just ask how we can. Yeah, so that's why I have a harness on it, Ren.
So you just have it kind of in its harness tied to something overnight, or like
No. It's definitely I'm holding on to it. Like this thing is not going anywhere. Even if it tries to smother me in my sleep,
Right.
I'll still be fine.
Okay. I guess we'll see how well it lets you sleep. the next
Yeah, not very
morning.
well. We'll see.
All right. The next morning, so many egg gifts. You awaken. I will say, it's kind of pleasant. You can see as you're getting closer to sea glass, as the train, you're still in grasslands, but you're starting to see signs that you're getting nearer to the coast. The kind of plants are, periodically you'll see something like ice plants and stuff like that amongst everything else. So you're like, ooh, getting somewhere new. But next morning, we'll start, before I describe anything, with your condition checks, which will help us understand if your Eggie let you sleep. But for those of you that spent your MP, that is back now since you rested.
Yay.
All right. So once again.
Oh, does that go for me as well? I did spend MP as well.
Oh, yeah. If you spent, so yours would refresh too. Yeah, because you spent it for your spell.
Yeah.
So very good, very good. Cool. So condition check, everyone, is strength and spirit, and that determines your new physical condition for the day.
Not my strong suit. All right. Get a +1 though, so that's good.
Oh yeah, +1 for your delicious food as well.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
3. Oh, okay. So +2 altogether.
10.
So that'd be 5. 5 for me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a 10. I think I know why.
Yeah, why did you sleep so well and Ren sleep so poorly?
Because I feel like
indigestion.
I feel like there's a couple things going on. I feel like my little egg snuck out and was on this little rope, and it just like went and harassed Ren all night. And I feel like the egg's ghosts also haunted Ren's house.
Eggs.
Haunted my bowels.
Egg ghosts.
Yeah. That's one thing. It's one name for them. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was getting little pebbles flicked at me by this fucking egg.
Oh yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
Because you like ate, I ate the breakfast sandwich, I'll admit. But I didn't like straight up like murder an egg.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Just saying.
Akane, how was your condition?
It was bad. 5.
Oh, why did you not sleep?
Oh man, that's a good question.
The odor of my egg ghosts was wafting over to you.
Oh, you got the egg farts.
Yeah,
I think it was a combination of the bed farts and also just the commotion, the general ruckus from the egg and Ren's interactions all night. Made it difficult
Yeah.
I slept fine.
Yeah. So Ren, you wake up with a cramping in your guts. Your magical intuition allows you to see glimpses of egg spirits like poking you in the guts every once in a while.
I love it.
And then every time you kind of like get a good fart so you can you get comfortable and go back to sleep. Then you get a random pebble thrown at your face from the prisoner egg and a lot of this at you where they're pointing at them and pointing at you yeah, you have an enemy this day. And then poor Akane is just hearing all of these things, these groans, the pebbles, the farts. But Mercedes had a great night. So.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Yeah. I gotta say, just because of sizes and stuff, I'm probably in the middle with one on either side of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so the little egg probably climbed over you to annoy and pester.
Right.
Or Ren. So you're getting stomped on by little egg feet.
Yeah, I was a windbreak, so to speak. So Mercedes was shielded from that, and then also just this big noise dampening floof and mound of bear flesh in between.
What a rough night you had.
This is so weird. Okay. I love it.
All right. So as a couple of you more groggily than others, as you're waking up and packing up camp and getting ready to sit out, you notice that the signpost that you had set up your camp near, you can't see it. And the ground doesn't look the same either.
What?
Why is there trouble every day? Because it's the game. That's how it works.
I know. I'm just thinking it's just oh no.
Yeah.
Right.
You appear to be, as you kind of look around, on top of a giant ice plant.
Uh-oh. What?
Huh.
All right. I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna go to the edge of where the leaves are.
So peering over the edge, it's still foggy, but you can see through the mist, way down below is that signpost that you had camped near. So you will have to make your way down in order to get back to the road.
We're on a giant plant. So I'll turn to Ren. We're on a giant plant.
So I'm all bleary-eyed, just look absolutely, I've got the little lines on my forehead, I'm just ugh. And I'm that can sometimes happen.
What? How? What is this?
Do I?
Ren,
can I make a knowledge roll here?
You may.
Okay. Let's see. How about a fumble?
How about no? How about what the hell, man?
How about a double one and a fumble point for me?
Yeah, so everyone gets a fumble point because fumble points go to everybody.
Yay!
And then, yeah, David, what very wrong thing do you think caused this?
So I'll point at the little Eggman and I'll say, I think we've got an egg sorcerer in our midst.
Oh my God.
He conjured this up.
What's the egg doing while, like, I know it's like hooked up to it. What was the egg in the middle of doing when Ren starts accusing it of whatever the hell?
It just looks up like, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure it was continuing to have to like slap fight the little fox who is in a renewed effort to eat the egg. And so when you say like, we have a sorcerer, the egg did it, the egg just like kind of like tilts up at you and then like full body nods like,
what?
Full body nods.
I mean, it doesn't have a neck. What is it going to do?
I know. It's okay.
It bows approvingly. I don't know.
That's so good. All right. I'll just say that's ridiculous. I've never heard of an egg sorcerer. And that I don't believe that this
a walking egg is fine, but a walking egg sorcerer, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Mercedes, do you want to roll your education to see if you know better than what Ren is telling you?
Absolutely, because I'm very
please
suspicious
double
of this.
fumble today.
Oh my God.
Where you're just like, yes, magic eggs.
Yeah, exactly. If only. Yeah. And so I'm like, kind of, my eyes are squinting suspiciously, like, I don't think so. 3 and a 1, very close. 4.
So yeah, what Ren is saying sounds suspicious, but you don't have a better explanation for it.
I don't know. It might as well be. And since it was nodding, so I'm gonna pull the egg up. Like I'm gonna pull it by its harness. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tuck it back under my arm, and I'll be like, we just have to get down. We have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Everyone to get down from this place, because you're going to need to keep your wits about you and move dexterously so that you don't stumble down this giant ice plant. It's going to be dex plus int. So roll them's dice.
Okay.
All right. Dex plus int.
13, 6 and a 7.
Oh, yeah. Right. Same. 6 and 7.
Wow.
I got a 6.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you have pack. You're a bear, but you have pack animals.
You're trying to lead your poor halbuck down this ice plant,
laden with all of our
like
crap.
a chest on it and everything,
and a barrel.
Yeah.
The egg loaded under Mercedes' armpit, flipping you off occasionally while you're trying to see where you're going. So, Akane, you stumble on one of the ice plant leaves, and not enough to fall down off of the plant or anything, but you feel a little tug. And your personal item, if I recall correctly, is that your soy sauce?
Yeah, a gourd of soy sauce.
You see your soy sauce gourd start to float before you and go up into the air.
No. I'll have to drop the lead reins and try to grab it. Let's see if I can grab a hold of it.
The gourd.
We'll call this Dex plus Strength, which is that's a boon for you.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say you're at a -2 at this because you stumbled.
I stumbled, yeah. Went down on a knee. Now I need to see it floating away. So I have to leap up and grab it. All right. Cool. Well, that is also a 6.
Yeah. So you grab at it, and all that, you can't seem to get a grip on it, but you're looking up at where it's going because it continues to just float up and up and up. And you look up, and on a leaf that's hanging over the leaf that you're on, you see a feisty young raccoon girl.
Ooh.
And standing next to it, standing in quotes, is a large starfish holding a fishing rod that's hooked onto your gourd. And the starfish is reeling it up onto the branch or onto the leaf.
Hold on a second. So it's the raccoon has a fishing rod with a starfish.
No, the starfish has the fishing rod. Yeah.
Where's the raccoon come into play?
The raccoon's standing next to the starfish.
It's hanging out.
Okay, so it's a pair. It's
yes.
And the raccoon looks down at you and says, I'm Kwikka, the small mask, and I will be the greatest thief in all of the land. Come on, Stickemup, let's go. And she puts a paw down and helps the starfish up, who sticks to her back like a backpack, still holding the fishing rod. And they start to run across the leaves, taking your personal item with them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll definitely raise a ruckus. Whoa, bandits! Tear off, running after them.
Oh my God.
Hopefully everyone hears me.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Definitely.
What's up?
Yeah. So
right. So this is where we'll take a quick break. See how your handling of this situation goes when we come back.
All right. You were so scandalized. Okay.
You were like, what?
You were truly.
What is happening?
Yeah.
All right. But before we resolve that, I do want to ask David a question. Because we haven't really talked about this yet. David, did you want to learn a new song today?
Learn a new song? How do I do that?
So right now, because of the terrain and weather that you're in, you can today learn a new song that's either a grassland song, a fog song, or because of the giant plant situation, I'd also allow a woodlands song if you wanted.
Oh, well, considering that we're going to be chasing these bandits off through the trees, I think a woodland song would be appropriate.
All right. So you will learn a song of the woods, which means that you can use it anytime you're in a woods terrain. What is the name of your song?
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get my list up here. All right. So do I have another song? Did I not write that down?
You had a song in
a song in Arch, I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was Kiss of the Dusty Road or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Kiss of the Dusty Road. Not sure if that actually did anything for me, but that's okay.
You know what? You're not doing it to produce something. You're doing it because it's art. Like, don't put a value on it.
Right. Songs are art, and art is subjective.
Art is subjective.
I'm not here to judge your music.
No.
Let's see. How about? All right, we've got. Okay, so it's a woodland song, eh? Might have to drop back and punt on this one. I'm not seeing anything. So just give me a second.
Sure.
Give me a second to come up with a good
we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So today you're learning it or you're drafting it, I suppose. But in the future, anytime you're in a situation where you're in a woods, regardless of the weather, you may use this song to try to give your group a bonus.
Come on, man. We need to be boosted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you can anytime you are traveling through any type of terrain or weather, you can choose to learn a new song related to one of those. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, because it just on my character sheet, it just says music. Spend 1 HP if successful. All party members get +1 next roll.
Yeah.
So
this is how you get your repertoire.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to the next song.
Okay.
I am super concerned about the fact that this soy sauce gourd was taken away. Yeah. It's making me so sad, and it's making me think of a cute little bare hand trying to grab the gourd as it was getting just floofed away. And the fact that this raccoon is declaring war on us is not cool, with a starfish to boot. Does a starfish have a face?
Yeah. I think we'll do it Finding Nemo style, where the face is on the underside, the belly side with all of the little arms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly like that.
And
Oh
so
my
you
God.
cannot see its face when it's stuck to her back.
Right. Okay. Is it pink? Is it a pink starfish?
Yeah, it's like a purpley pink starfish.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right. Love it.
All
All right. So bandits. I hear
Yeah.
I hear Akina yell that, and
and you all look up in time to see this duo making off with the very important burned down village soy sauce that Akina carries everywhere.
That's so rude.
it's beyond rude.
Yeah.
So
All
yeah,
right.
so we see them, and I am booking it. I'm booking it.
So
Fine.
my woodland song, the random
Oh,
song generator
okay.
has produced something I think fits. Is Crossroad of My Life.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Oh my God. It's all about Ren, not about the gourd.
No, I was just coming back to that. So can I start playing that on the flute to help this chase scene?
Says, you know what? I will allow it because we have not established you learning songs like on previous days. So let's say
Okay.
this is one you've been working on for a bit. You've been
Sure.
noodling with it.
Naturally.
Yeah. Like you do.
Like
So
you
yeah,
do.
you may
Right.
you may do so.
Whoa. Okay, I almost got a critical on that. It's a 15.
Nice.
15. So,
All right, so, yeah.
Spend a hit point, and
Mhm.
all party members get +1 on their next roll. So there
Very
you go.
good. All right.
Good indeed.
So
that's the soundtrack to the chase scene.
Yep.
All right. I like it.
But I know that Mercedes, you said you were immediately going for it. So
Yeah,
that's,
that egg better follow me.
Oh my god.
mhm, mhm. We'll see
Rainey's
how
like,
that goes.
Not bloody likely.
It might want the egg in return for I'll trade it, I think.
All right. If you're chasing them,
Mhm.
you must do a strength plus dex
Oh, I'll do it.
to try to hop on these succulent leaves after them.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
Okay.
And you have a +1 from the
+1
song.
From the song. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a 10.
Very
6
good.
and a 3. So I
Nice.
am booking it.
Is anyone
Yeah.
else going on the
I mean,
chase?
Obviously.
All right. You may roll as well.
Immediately first.
Strength plus
Got
dex.
11.
Okay, very good.
Ooh.
You're motivated, obviously.
Yeah.
If I want
like
Aki to run off with them, is there anything
Uh-huh.
I roll there, or do we just kind of note that that's happening?
You can do strength plus dex as well to run and
Aki's
play.
behalf. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A 7, not bad.
Okay, very good. Yep, you are all able to jump onto the next like flexible ice plant leaf and start hopping after them. You can see that they get to a point, they're just ahead of you now, where they actually, the raccoon hops onto one of the downward sloping ice plant leaves and uses it as a slide to get to the ground.
Oh.
If you would like to catch up, you must also do a slide. It's very
Yeah.
steep.
Okay.
So this would be
Mhm.
dex plus int to make sure you can stay on it without
Nice.
falling to the ground.
All right. That's a 7.
Oh. 5.
A 9 for me.
Ooh.
Okay. Ren, since you're the only one that succeeded, is there anything you want to do to maybe help out your fellows so that they do not fall?
Yeah, so in this case, this is where we'll bring Aki into it. So I'm sort of like, I'm behind everyone, so I'm
Yeah,
picturing it,
you're like,
tootling away
playing
on my
flute.
flute. But I think Aki is running ahead of me with the others, and yeah, so if they're about to fall, maybe Aki can sort of jump at them and knock into them to kind of knock them back the other direction,
Mhm.
or something like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
So remind me, Mercedes and Aknet, what your rolls were, just so I know how close you were.
Mine was 7.
Okay.
5 for Akane.
All right. So Mercedes, the little tiny like fox kind of like knocks you back like onto the right path when you're like kind of tilting off the leaf. And then for Akane, you may re-roll because in front of you, you can see that the person you're following was on the wrong angle and you're about to go that way too. Ooh. So re-roll to try to correct. You shall fall to the ground.
So we got
and you have
double
a plus
4s.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you were able to kind of like slow your roll and correct. All right. So you slide down swiftly after them with a little bit of course correction. So the raccoon girl does a quick little somersault. You hear a muffled like as she like somersaults over her back.
Yeah.
And you are very close to her. Do you want to try to make a grab or what are you going to do, Mercedes?
Yeah, I definitely want to try to grab at least the gourd if she's holding it like up.
It's like
put it on
hanging
her
off of the fishing rod where it's hooked.
Oh, I want to grab the rod. I want to kind of grab the rod instead.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, okay.
So let's do a dex plus int because you're just trying to make a quick grab.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Ooh, baby, that's a crit. That is 2 8s. 16. 16.
Okay.
Grab the shit
I am
out of
valiant. Yeah.
So you grab the rod, which obviously starts to peel off Stickemup, the starfish.
Yeah.
And so you hear the little starfish voice say, "Oh no, Miss Kwikka, they're about to get us." And then you just like rip the rod off with the starfish still attached to it.
Oh.
And Kwikka like looks back in alarm and she's like, "This isn't the last you'll see of me," and runs off into the trees.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just bouncing off.
Yeah.
What is she wearing? Like, what is her little bandit outfit? I'm curious.
It's like someone who is dressed up like a bandit. So it's like very stereotypical, almost like, I mean, especially she's a raccoon. So it's like straight up like a Zorro sort of outfit, like with a mask on top of her, like normal raccoon fur mask and everything. And like
that's adorable.
A hat and like a billowing cloak and stuff like that.
It's so good. Yeah. So I'll turn to look at the starfish and I'll just say, "Is she your friend? Why
sure. Just... I thought so."
Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is weird. So I put the I like, okay, so the starfish is like attached to the rod, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's holding on to it.
Okay, so I place it down and I'm holding on to I get like my little dagger and I cut the line and I pull the gourd off of the hook and
Stigma said, that's fair enough. You got it fair and square.
Well, where do you need to go? Like, do you want to come along with us? Because we can.
Where are you going?
We're going to Sea Glass.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick the starfish on the egg.
Oh, this is weird.
It's a surface, right? So I mean, like, I don't want it clicking to me necessarily. So I'm gonna stick the starfish on the egg, and a sentence I never thought I would
collecting.
Say. And I'm collecting little zoo, like a little So, I turn around and I'm holding the gourd, and I'm facing my companions.
So I probably would run up and retrieve it if you're holding it and facing us. I don't necessarily, I mean, I want to be rude about it, but it is like my prized possession, so I think I would probably just be unceremonious about like,
okay,
oh, thank you you know what I mean? Just kind of like
assume
like You know what I mean? But not in a rude way, just
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
almost panicked kind of
thank God,
demeanor. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, like someone, catches your phone when you drop it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
That you just bought brand new and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. And so yeah. Anyway, I'd run up like, oh yeah, and maybe explain, like checking it for cracks and stuff like that, and just making sure it's still got its integrity and everything. And you don't understand, this is the last of the last batch ever. The brewery next to my restaurant burned down as well. This is the last of their soy sauce. There will be its like in the world. Perhaps it could be replicated if we preserve it, but I've been using it sparingly. It's so delicious. The thought of losing it is just unconscionable, unthinkable. At that point, kind of get mad at the starfish. And you, if I chop you up, would I end up with 5 of you?
Oh.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was going to be something more important. It's soy sauce. That's weird. Okay, cool.
More important. I'll show you more important. Putting it back on with my
Oh, yeah?
with
What
its
is it? What's more
strap.
important?
Don't talk. No. I'll put a finger up.
No, never mind him. Quiet you.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Do not talk. So I'll be like, don't talk to the starfish. Just like, let's just don't talk to it. I'm just saying.
That's not very nice.
You know what? You're not very nice. You hang out with bandits and you stole a prized possession, and then you're asking questions to find out what another prized possession is. So I got my eye on you.
I mean, because she hasn't taken enough stuff to be a bandit yet. So,
Oh, is she just getting started?
Yeah.
Are you a bandit? Like, what are you, the ringleader, or like what?
No. I'm not very fast.
Obviously not.
What's her name again? Kwikka the what? Now?
It's Stickemup.
This is Stickemup. The raccoon was Kwikka the small mask.
The small
Kwikka
mask.
small mask.
So, all right,
I'm supposed to keep an eye on her. I'm keeping track because she has to get 10 things to join the guild.
The guild? What is this guild? Tell us about it.
I don't know. You said don't talk to the starfish.
Well, no, I can talk to you, but
all right.
Yeah. So what? So what is this guild? Maybe we want to join it.
The Bandit Guild.
The Bandit Guild. Are they in Sea Glass, or is this just over the lands?
Yeah, they in Sea Glass. You could say that.
Oh, really? That's their headquarters?
Well, I mean, for now.
So anyone can join the guild?
Well, I'm not anyone.
Well, you have to get 10 items, right?
Well, I mean, that was her task.
Raccoons
are pretty strict about it.
Oh, really? So raccoons are running it.
I feel like I said too much.
All right, let's get out of here.
It's the raccoon mafia.
All right, let's
I feel like I said too much.
All right. So let's carefully make our way down the succulent if we can.
Yeah. No, at this point, with no chasing happening and things like that, you're able to kind of regroup. Again, you knew where the signpost was below because you kind of scouted that out before you left the top of the giant plant earlier. So you're able to get back on track. And again, travel through the fog, which is still very thick. It has not dissipated at all. And eventually you can see shapes in the distance through the mist, and those resolve into the buildings of Sea Glass. Obviously, the fog is still very thick here, maybe even thicker than what you've seen when you're on the road.
Yeah, because they have kidnapped a bunch of freaking mist dragons. That's why.
I don't know why.
I know you don't know why. Sorry.
She's lying. She knows why.
And then you can see there's there are many different types of people here. You do see crab people. It seems to be a majority of the folk here. There are also some humans and some octopus folk and various other people. There are shops and inns. It seems a lively town. But there are signs of some kind of hasty additions to a lot of the building fronts, extra lanterns in front of entrances, like shutters that have been nailed down recently, that sort of thing. And people do kind of give you the side eye when you come into town.
So Stickemup, do you know where the mayor's building is? Is there a home?
Oh yeah, the Hermitage?
Yes, the Hermitage, that's right.
Oh yeah, it's down by the Tide Square.
Okay, let's head over there.
Right. So heading down to the Tide Square.
Tide Square.
It's like a town square, except it's a tide pool.
Yeah, so I think yeah, okay, go on, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I thought about maybe getting rid of Stickemup, but I don't want to yet, so.
You can see as you get to the Tide Square, some folk are in the pools. It looks like kind of a public bath sort of situation. A lot of them are complaining it's a little chilly, though. Mm-hmm. Across the way, you can see a large, like, sand and stone wrought building, but it's all dark. And then the starfish directs you to the current home of the Hermitage, which, as we established, they change buildings every time they get too many members. Right. So it's
that's right.
Yeah, it's a nice craggy, rocky building. He says that's where they are right now.
All right, where does the bandit guild meet?
I mean, usually I can't see when she goes back there, so until we get there. Because when I'm stuck, I can't use my eyes.
Right, but is there any other sense you use to detect like that, where it is?
No, usually when she's running, I just go like, woo, because it's pretty exciting.
Wow. All right. Okay. Ren, what do you make of this? Should we keep the starfish around?
I kind of like him.
You would. Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring him with us.
What do you think?
I understandably don't like them, but if you want to keep them around, I suppose that's fine. You just watch yourself. You'll find yourself
I can't help. I have
stew pot.
fingers.
Oh my god.
Starfish stew.
All right. So the Hermitage. So can we head to the Hermitage?
This building, unlike the dark building you saw across the way, very lively right now. Seems to be a meeting is in session. You see a mix of the various sort of town folk that you saw on your way in. They seem to be arguing about this mist and who's responsible, the loss of the glassworks. It's very heated discussion.
Is there like a place where do they have some type of guard or not at the Hermitage necessarily, but does the town have like a guard or some type of
You did establish that they were snip snap for justice. So yes, there are many guards. Most of them are crabs. Mm-hmm. They're very strict about what rules they do have. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're certainly around. And maybe like you haven't been here before, but probably more so than usual. So they're easy to find one.
Okay. So I'm going to find a guard and I'm just going to say, hey, I'll hold up the egg. This egg was causing some problems in the grasslands. Can you just take it off my hands? Because
what sort of problems?
It was harassing terrain dragons.
That is unacceptable behavior. Absolutely rude.
Yeah, it is. Check it out. So I'm holding it up by like the harness, like.
Yeah, and it's like flipping the crab off and stuff like that. It's like, double rude. I'll take this right away.
All right, thank you. All right, that's that about that. only 2 eggs were killed and 1 was brought to justice. So,
Yeah.
In the justice system.
All right. So I think we're outside in Tide Square and trying to figure out the bandit situation here. So we need to find out. I turned to Ren. We should find out where the bandits are, I think. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. Where there's trash, there's bandits.
Oh.
But first, I think we should get something to eat. I heard they make excellent crab and cucumber salad in this town.
Oh, really?
It's true.
Oh.
It's what they're known for.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. So, being that this is a large town, there are a number of shops, restaurants, and inns. They do all seem to still be open despite the environment currently. So yeah, what are you? So I guess you're stopping into. Are you going into like a bigger restaurant, more of a snacky sort of izakaya ramen bar sort of place, or what sort of spot are you looking for? An inn with a tavern on the main floor?
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
We should probably find a place to stay. Yeah. Okay. But I would defer to Akanet in terms of the cuisine. Like you might be able to tell if a place is good or not.
Totally.
Yeah, I'll follow my nose and check out the local fare and see if I can find a good spot nearby where we might stay.
All right. So yeah, you definitely find a good place. What is it called?
I know that it's someone's name, right? Like it's their like shop that they sell. Okay. It is called She Sells Sunamuno.
Okay. Sure.
Because it is a cucumber salad.
Yep.
And it can have octopus and crab. Cucumber and crab.
Oh yeah.
So it is the local dish they're famous for. And it is owned and operated by She-Sell.
Yeah.
Is the local cook and purveyor.
Sure.
She-Sell. I like it.
Sunamuno.
So you as you enter the establishment, there is front of house staff. So you're greeted right at the door. It seems almost like they've moved their little podium closer to the entrance. Keep an eye on people in this fog. Yeah. The poor kid who's greeting people at the front seems to have trouble with the tongue twister of a name as they welcome you into the restaurant. It's a lot of like, Cecil, I'm welcome.
Sit wherever.
How many?
Are you the only one here?
Oh no, I'm just seating folks.
Oh. What is your name?
I know you want it to be young Kenneth, but it's not.
I know. I want to know his name. I was curious.
My name's Foamy.
Foamy?
Yeah.
Okay, Foamy, is this do you also offer rooms here?
Oh yeah, upstairs. There are rooms.
Okay, yeah, because we'll need 2 rooms.
Very, very well. I can make sure to reserve those for you.
Sure. Thank you. All right, and let's have a seat. Anywhere?
There's 3 of you.
Yes.
Right, and the stables are outside if you need them for your mountain beast.
Oh yeah, should probably stable.
Yeah, trying to bring your weird Talbuck in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Aw.
All right. Well, I'll be back then. I have to stable our pack animal.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good stretch.
So I'll ask Foamy, what is it always this dark in this town?
Oh no, there's been this fog that suddenly started. It's been going on for days and days.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
That sounds really dangerous in the town.
Oh yeah. As soon as the fog picked up, suddenly thefts were happening left and right. So everyone's keeping a sharper eye.
Does anyone know who's the cause of the thievery?
Well, every once in a while we have a run-in with raccoon bandits, but they don't have magic. They're not, capable of anything like this. So most folks figured it was the trade folk that help run the glassworks. It stopped operating since the fog started.
Okay. I think by now maybe Akanet's back. So we can have our little feast.
So the glassworks stopped operating at the same time the fog started. Is that correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How curious.
How cute.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that, Red?
I'm formulating an idea.
Wow. Don't hurt yourself, but all right. So we're seated at a table. Okay. And we get to enjoy weirdly. Who's serving? Are crab people serving us?
Yeah, so
oh my god, this is so weird.
Sheila, the crab woman cook, comes out with your dishes and places them on the table. She says, I hope you love these. It's our specialty.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Dishes.
So we have our crab and cucumber salad. What else do we got?
I think you probably have some like shumai style, like shrimpy dumplings for sure. It's early enough in the day. So yeah, what other foods would you like to order?
I've never tried seaweed, so I'll have some seaweed salad of some type.
Yep.
Good call.
And yeah.
And despite the fact this was my idea, I think I'm definitely very, very distracted during the meal.
I feel like we definitely have to get some of the rice with the raw egg, gohan or whatever that is. I'll probably order some of that too.
Okay.
Nice.
With the black sesame seeds.
Sure.
So we're eating. Who else is in this establishment?
It doesn't look like there are a lot of travelers here right now. It looks like it's a lot of locals are eating here, which is usually a good sign for a place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely, and like I said, a few people seem to be keeping an eye on you with events that are happening. They're definitely a little wary of outsiders right now.
So is Stickemup still with us?
Like wherever you put him, that's where he is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yeah, as I'm finishing off my salad, I'll give Stickemup a sort of pointed look, and I'll say, "You wouldn't happen to know anything about this guild and whether they're employing anyone besides raccoons?"
I've only ever seen raccoons. Oh, and me.
Well, yeah. You're not a raccoon.
I stick around.
Oh my god.
And do you happen to know anything about this glassworks and why it may have shut down?
Why don't you make an int plus spirit roll just to see if you can negotiate some information out of this little starfish?
Yeah. Starfishy. Let's see if there's anything.
Because yeah, that's your role for getting information from enemies and increasing your opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can really add to that. Oh, I could have cast Vacation Vitality on myself to give myself a +2 to my condition. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right. Ooh, pretty good. A 14.
Oh yeah. As soon as you start talking about the glassworks, Poor Stickemup. It's just spilling all the deeds. He's like, hey, yeah, see him try to make glass without their magical forge fire.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they stole the fire from the glassworks, did they?
There's
Quite a caper.
Oh yeah, it was the bandit leader that did that. It was very impressive.
Sounds impressive. What else do you know?
Well, you see, the crab folk are already suspicious anyway, so they totally think it's the trade folk, those sailor types that help them with the glassworks. They don't suspect the little raccoons at all.
I see. Very clever. Very clever indeed.
They're so smart.
Oh, I know. Do the
Got any of that
raccoons?
seaweed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Do the raccoons still? Do the raccoons still come around the glassworks, or did they get everything they needed out of there?
Well, that's the important thing. The magical forge fire. I think they're only going to be here for a little bit though before they move on to their next target.
Oh, I see. I'll find this forge fire though.
Stickemup, are you sure you don't know where they hang out? Like what their hangout is?
No, I've never seen how they get in there. I know it's inside somewhere.
Do you know what part of town though?
Not really.
Fair enough.
All right.
Starfish can only get us so far.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. I feel like, okay, so I'll lean back over to the two of you. Okay. So I think they're using the magical forge fire to create all this mist. So maybe if we can find a place where the mist is thickest, it's emerging from, then we'll find the fire.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I feel like they've absconded with it and it's allowed the mist to overtake, or they've just, they're hoarding a bunch of mist dragons.
That was my initial theory as well. But this forge fire has to tie into it somehow.
Well, I mean, they've absconded with it. So the fact that it's not, there, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so you're right. It could have something to do with their larger plot. But at the very least, they're using something to make this mist. And so if we can find maybe a location where the mist is more
dense.
Yeah.
Okay. Akanet, what do you think of this?
Stands to reason that the forge fire has been stolen one way or another, either put out or absconded with. In either way, we should probably start with the scene of the crime to check out the glassworks.
That's a good idea. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
And we'll keep our eyes peeled for a dense fog, Ren.
See if
Sounds
it maybe
good.
gets denser as we go along. I'll have to pay the bill too.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that whole thing.
All right, what kind of money y'all got right now? Just so we know if you need to work this one.
Well,
I got 100 G.
Yeah.
I have 160 gold personally. We have potentially 1,000 gold in the kitty if I can sell this shell.
That's true. Might need to head to the marketplace later too.
Egg that that would be nice, because that would establish like a kitty for the group.
Nest
that
egg.
I could, pay bills and buy food and so on.
So you get the little the paper with everything you ordered on it, and the total at the bottom, it says 30 gold. And there's a little, like a small shell next to it with the idea that you're going to insert your coins into that before you leave the table.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I can pay the bill and then reimburse myself once I sell this shell if you guys don't want to worry about it.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so let's depart.
And Foamy says, your rooms will be ready when you come back.
Thanks, Foamy.
And what does your mountain beast eat? I'll make sure it's fed.
Yes. Ursus is quite a particular beast. Let me explain how you should best get taken a trail off.
Yeah. After half an hour of explaining, he's like, so grass. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you have to rub them down with, like straw and stuff, and you have to curry them, whatever the fuck that means, and you have to
Combing. It's a comb. It's a type of comb.
Currywurst.
Yeah.
Currywurst.
Yes, feed them sausages.
Yes.
Curry
Any
the
sausage.
horse could mean so many different things.
You come back and there's spice rubbing your talbuk.
It was bright yellow.
Yeah.
Looking at me like, what is going on? You have to have all that kind of stuff. And whatever you do, don't, that sort of thing.
All right. So, very good.
Funny.
Where are y'all heading first?
Well, I think we're going to try to make our way to the glassworks, but also keeping our eyes peeled for dense fog.
Okay.
Or denser fog.
All right. Yeah. So let's see. So anyone who's keeping an eye on the fog level, that's a Dex plus Int.
I can do that. Or Ren, you want to do that?
I mean, yeah.
What's your idea?
I'm good. That's a 7.
Ooh.
Not terrible.
Yeah, but not great.
Not great.
No. With a 7, I'll say what you notice is as you get to the glassworks proper, you don't feel like the fog is as thick here as it was deeper into town. And as you approach, you notice the building. I mean, it's a very large, impressive building, huge glass windows, chimneys and like pipes coming out of it and things like that. But the building is dark.
All right. Is there like an entrance, like doors or?
So you head around to the main entrance and you see a couple of humans in like sailing garb, kind of like leaning against like one of the walls of the stairway leading up to the main entrance. And they're like, "Bud, is there something we can help you with?"
Yes, we are looking, well, to be frank, we are looking for the Bandits Guild. Do you know where they're headquartered?
You and us both. We know they're behind all this tomfoolery.
Yeah.
But the crabs are accusing us. We're about to have to pack up and heave off somewhere else.
Why are they accusing you?
Oh, of course. Shady pirates. It's always the pirates doing the bad stuff. But we have nothing to gain out of the glassworks shutting down. That was our main income here.
Right.
Glass blower pirates.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we're trying to find where the Bandits Guild is located. And we thought we would
You
come here
should
first.
speak to our captain.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So they push open the big metal doors with like a creak. And there's like a makeshift like campfire basically set up in the middle of this like giant brick building that has like no light in it right now.
Oh, wow.
And you can see a group of folk sat around the fire, like poring over what looks like maps of the town and stuff like that. And like, and the finest dressed of them looks up at you as you walk in. And Mercedes, this person looks exactly like your mother.
Yeah.
I was surprised. And so I'm sort of amazed, like, like, and so I might say, Mom?
And she looks up at you and says, I mean, it's certainly possible.
That's amazing. So good. Hello, I am Mercedes Anda from the House of Anda in Aricia, and I am here with my traveling companions, Reniko, and I'll put a hand out, and then I'll say, and Akane. And we are here to help determine or help to figure out what is happening in this town, because we feel that what's happening here is somehow impacting the lands where I come from.
So as you introduce yourself, you can see her face kind of like changes to one of surprise. She says, Meche, I haven't seen you since you were a child.
I don't know you, but you look exactly like my mother.
Yes, that would be my sister. It is her twin sister's name that went missing on her travels.
Right.
Something else with a V.
Oh, yeah, because they're twins. Did that whole namey thing?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of something else, actually.
Ooh, what do you got?
So it's girasol, which is sunflower in Spanish. So there's
right.
a purple flower to yellow flower.
Nice.
Okay. Girasol.
Yeah. She's like, Captain Girasol, at your service.
This is really weird. I don't really know you, and but we want to help you.
Well, I mean, that's excellent news. Most people here won't even serve us in their establishments anymore because they think we're behind this. See, the folk here aren't keen on trade. We made a deal where we would help them set up all of the trade requests for fantastical glassworks and help with their construction. Since they have everything they need for it here, they would get most of the funds. We'd get a cut, and it's been a good gig. Stopped us from sailing for a while, but now they think we're the ones behind all the banditry, even though they had bandits here before we even got here.
Do you know where the bandits are located?
Well, and she like spreads out this map of the town with all these like marks on it.
Uh-huh.
She's like, other than the glassworks, which we think was a big part of their plan after they concocted this damned mist, most of the thefts seem to be around the market district, which makes sense. That's where most of the goods are. So that's where we're going to try to investigate, but most folk don't want us in town anymore.
Well, we are new to town, and so we can move about fairly freely for now. We brought an egg in, so I think that puts us in good standing with the guard.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You know, those weird walking eggs. Have you ever seen them?
Wait till you see a mer egg.
No!
Oh.
No!
Does it look like a salmon egg with legs?
Yeah, it looks like a group of roe with like a big fishtail on it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just picturing a chicken egg with a tail, like a mermaid tail, flopping around and like somehow managing to flip people off.
They're
in the water.
So rude.
They're terrible.
They're the worst.
They're very tasty though. Okay.
True.
So, all right. So we can go to the marketplace, and we need to go there anyway because we have our bear friend here. Speaking of eggs, we have something of value that we want to trade. So we can do some exploration and investigation in the marketplace if that would make it easier for you and report back.
That'd be excellent. Actually, let me make this worth your while because I can, and you're travelers, and I remember what that was like, trying to make sure you had enough for the next inn. If you can clear our name by establishing that the bandits are other folk than the pirates, we will reward you with 500 gold each. And if you can help us reestablish the glassworks, I will craft you one glasswork item as well, free of charge.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so I hope y'all remember that because I'm just watching her talk and I'm just tripping out because she totally looks like my mom. And I'm just
Right.
It looks like your
sounds
mom just
her.
decked out in pirate gear.
Yeah.
Like your mom on Halloween.
Yeah.
Mommy. Yeah, so it's just kind of weird. Like, whoa, what is going on here? So, yeah, I think that's a good deal. So I look at Akanet and Ren. What do you say?
Yeah. I'm thinking like, well, we're gonna do that anyway, so
That's what I was thinking as well. Like,
might as well get a reward for
I guess we could maybe see to that if we can get around to it.
it.
Oh my God. Great.
Like true business folk. I like the cut of your jib.
All right.
See humor.
Yeah, I can tell. Great. So we will head out right now. What time of day is it actually? Because I can't tell with all this fog.
The meal you had was lunch-ish, so it's still afternoon at this point, not into the evening yet.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. When is the market the most active, Girasol?
I mean, it used to be active all day and into the evening. I mean, nighttime was when all of the amazing street food carts came out. But now with the thefts, during daylight is your best bet for any of the vendors to be out.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll head out right now. All right. We'll be back.
May the wind be at your back.
Thank you. So I'm just sort of like amazed and sort of like, what the heck? Like,
like, I have so much to tell you, mother.
Mom.
Yeah.
that night in your room, dearest mother. A most alarming discovery here in Sea Glass.
Interesting story.
Yeah.
I met my aunt.
Apparently. Okay.
Allegedly.
So alleged.
Here's a drawing to show you the similarities.
He looks exactly like you. Okay. So let's go on our merry way. So we are walking out of the glassworks toward the marketplace. And where is that located in the town?
So heading back towards where you had your lunch and reserved your rooms, the market is like off this little branching road, kind of east of that area where like the restaurants and inns and things are.
Okay.
Oh, that's right down Market Street. That's clever.
Nice. So we'll just make our way to the marketplace, hopefully.
Okay. So, you make your way to the marketplace. Ren, since you were looking out before, I'll have you do another Dex plus Int on this one.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I like my stats at the moment because except for strength, they're all D8s, so I don't even have to look at my sheet,
You're like, yes.
Yeah, just grab these D8s and roll.
And I'm like, please use strength. And you're like, no.
I don't like it. That would be a 13 total.
Oh, yes. So with this new information from the glass pirates, you're really paying attention as you head back into town. And obviously the fog gets thicker as you head into town proper. And then as you veer down the kind of road that brings you to the marketplace, it's definitely much denser here. And muggy. It's like a warm fog, not what you'd expect coastally.
Ew.
Can I make a knowledge roll to see if I know anything about mist dragons? Like, do they produce muggy mist?
Sure.
Okay.
Muggy mist. Well, you squozed one.
I did. I
person.
spritzed myself.
You did
with
squoze one. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so close to a crit. almost rolled double sixes. So I got an 11.
Okay. So yeah, with an 11, you recall a song. It's like a jokey song, but it talks about how you could, like, how they want to make a sauna. And so just, stick a fire under those mist dragons and there you go. Like, it's just...
Knew it. I knew it.
You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are you like humming? Are
makes
you
sense.
like humming the tune to yourself as you're walking?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but like my brain will cue up a song in my head and I'll be like, why is this in my brain? And then it'll get to like a line in the song that's relevant to something that was just going on. Yeah. So that's happening. And yeah, and then like maybe I like sing the last few lines where it's kind of like and a fire under the mist dragon. Oh my god. Okay.
What is it?
They've got mist dragons and they're using them to make the mist, all right, but they're using the fire from the glassworks to increase the output of the mist.
Why would they do that?
It gives them cover for their crimes.
All right, we got to find these people.
They're planning to steal the Staples Center. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, we are. let's find them. Let's find where they are. So this isn't it? Just it got warmer here all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's muggy. It's gross.
This is horrible. This is awful. So I take off my jacket, and so Stickemup. So okay, so Stickemup. I'm gonna say like, hey, does this place seem familiar to you?
Oh yeah, we hang out here a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why are you still hanging out with us?
I'm stuck.
That's true. Actually, that's true.
I'm sessile.
Fair enough. Okay. So, all right.
I mean,
so,
if you want to put me down somewhere.
No, it's okay. Sorry. We'll put you down eventually.
Yeah.
So let's move. Let's go. So let's head towards some of the booths or the what are they called?
There are many booths and
Stables.
carts and various tents even set up with goods outside of them for buying and selling and all sorts of things. And all of them where normally you'd expect to see in this sort of market square, like tables set up with wares out, like showing what they have. Everything seems a lot more like pulled closer to the vendor. And, people are still calling out what they have, especially into the fog because you can't really see it. Right. So there's someone like, I've got good knives over here. Like, follow my voice. And stuff like that.
Seems like it'd be noisier than usual, because of that.
Like, a lot of cross yelling. Yeah. Like, don't buy his knives, mine are better. Follow this voice. Shut up, George. That sort of stuff. So, yeah. Are you looking around? Are you trying to sell your shell?
Shell the shell?
What are you doing? Yeah, shell.
Looking to sell the shell.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
So hopefully.
Yeah, so if that's what Akane is doing, you come to a vendor where once you can kind of see through the fog because you're close enough, it's a very fluffy otter person, and they have a bunch of like seashells and things on their tables. And he says, are you looking for a shell? Abalone, perhaps?
I'll give the abalone
not haunted.
a hard eye, of course.
Oh, wait, what?
Not haunted.
100% not haunted.
That's something that we have to worry about with abalone shells.
Safety not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Super haunted. Super haunted. Oh my god.
Unless you want a haunted one, then you should get the snail shell. It's very, very haunted.
But that's
got a voice in it.
What? What does it say? What kind of things does it say?
Legend has it is the only known voice of a murag.
Oh my God. Okay.
Who wanted to live on land.
Why? Because it wanted to walk and not swim?
It wanted to be where the people are.
Oh
so
my
it could
God.
kick
How
them.
dare you? Oh my word. So I would be like, how much is the snail? How much are you selling the snail shell for?
Well, I was thinking, I mean, being that it's, let me check my costs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, well, it's kind of cursed. Because you do have to hear egg people stuff. So yeah, it's 50 gold.
50 gold?
Mm-hmm. And it glows softly the same color that you remember the egg people eyes glowing.
Oh, I don't like it, but I'm compelled. I'll give you 35 for it.
I think you'd have to roll negotiation for that. And that's int plus spirit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So helpful.
All right. We got int plus spirit. Let's do it.
All right. And then I will roll as well.
Boop. A 5.
I mean, I certainly could not sell it for less than 40 gold.
Yeah, 37. I'll roll again. And roll again.
You can roll again.
Okay. 9.
All right. Maybe we could do a trade. Do you have something you could offer to sweeten the deal? I collect all types of shells.
I don't have any shells on me. I have a
eggy shell, perhaps.
Oh. So I look at Akanet. I'll be like, well, I don't want to cut into his deal. I don't have much. Sorry, but my friend is wanting to trade something.
We do have. You see, I was waiting my turn to present. Speaking of eggs, this exquisite eggshell that we obtained.
Its little otter claws go over it, almost completely intact.
Yeah.
Such a clean cut across the top. I don't even know how that's possible.
Notice, yes, expert technique was used to harvest this shell. You see. But given its exquisite condition, I can't accept anything but top dollar for this shell. I'm sure there are other shops than Kraken's You Break I Buy that I could go to.
I could give you the snail shell for your friend, and I could give you 975 gold.
Wow.
Oh, that's actually a good deal. Okay. Let me roll poker face. And then
yeah.
Pick it up and start to walk away. Why?
So int plus spirit would be your ability to negotiate in the situation.
Oh man.
I don't want to roll and fuck it up. It's already a good deal. But dramatic sake, I think
you know what? They changed my mind.
Yeah. I think you could act it out for sure. Without rolling.
Let's see.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
If you like the deal as is, you don't have to roll.
Yeah, I like it as is,
Okay.
But you don't want to. You want to give the impression that everyone's benefiting, so that
role play.
both sides need to feel like they made out
as desired.
on
Yeah,
the deal.
of course.
So,
perhaps
to really think about it, show some umbrage body language with the arms crossed. And
I would offer more, but business hasn't been great lately. Not a lot of new folks here.
look at my companions.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
See if they'll maybe
Yeah. So I'm gonna so I noticed that. I'm just shaking my head Not too sure about that. I just felt like poking at the other shells.
At this point, you notice I'm at a completely different stall negotiating some completely different deal.
Yeah.
You just see this expanse of foxtails
over
at another booth. I suppose we can do business, but I'll expect better in the future.
Oh, excellent. No, you're my top customer. Come back anytime. Mercedes hands you the glowing. It's like a snail shell that glows a soft yellow, and it's on like a leather thong, so you can wear it around your neck.
I don't want to do that, but I will. Okay.
All right.
Tie it to my belt, actually.
Okay, you tie it to your belt. That's fine. And then, Akhenet, you are given a hefty sack containing all them gold.
Nice.
Right.
Careful.
Okay, let me start a new page in my journal for
Well, now you won't have to worry about paying for the inn tonight, so that's good.
That's right.
That's good.
Because Mercedes did ask for suites, so like they're pricey rooms. So you can each have your own.
Damn my expensive taste.
Yep.
All right. So
well, your normal tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was raised. I don't know any better.
You don't know that there are rooms that are not suites.
Right, suites. Yeah, exactly.
Like you've seen that one with this like general population shared bathroom, and you're like,
no, I can't do that.
Shared with who? I'm not rooming with anybody.
I'm not with anyone. Yeah.
I don't why would I have to share that? So I'm looking at the snail shell, and I put it up to my ear. What do I hear?
Okay, you hear, fuck you, fuck you. This is your cursed snail shell that just hates you forever now because it's an egg person.
I will
use snails.
I'm amazed. And yes, so so Ren, you are at some other stall?
Yes.
Yeah, so what are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking around for Ren.
Let's see. I think I'm over at a herbalist's shop,
Very good.
Oh.
Yeah. But what do I want? Ooh, that's rude. Demon lacquer, enough for one poison arrow. No, we don't want that. We don't want that at all.
Are you muttering that to yourself?
Yeah.
So I'm curious. The shopkeep's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this poor shopkeep looks so haggard because like she's just not very quick in being able to deal with thieves because she's a sloth. That's how she gathers all of her stuff. She climbs around and gathers stuff. And so like anytime like a kid runs by and kind of knocks one of the bottles, she's like, whoa, like tries to get it, but it's already like clattered over and stuff. But yeah. But the rest of you know where Ren is because her tails are like moving the mist aside agitatedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it's goeth but 20 paces in 6 days' time, then he doth his best.
Yeah, doth his best.
He doth his best. Well, what I really like is Moonlight Snowgrass, which is 1 less MP is spent for 1 full day after taking it. But it's a level 3, which means it's 800 gold.
It's true.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if I could set up like a line of credit with this sloth herbalist.
You could certainly negotiate such a thing.
Yeah. Or promise to do something, for a discount or something like that.
Yeah.
So. All
What's
right.
your offer?
Well, I'm rather skilled in the arts myself. So if there's anything you might need or any problems you've been having recently that I could help you out with.
I'll tell you this. I haven't been able to get a hold of anything that comes from the swamps lately. If you could find a source for that, I suppose I could give you this one as an incentive.
Mm.
Ooh. Got you.
And there's more where that came from.
Cool.
All
I
right.
will definitely take that.
All right. There you are.
Mhm.
So as you're finalizing your deal, there is a commotion
Oh,
at one of the carts nearby.
hell yeah. That's what I live for.
Yeah.
That's what I live
Mercedes
for.
is like, already got my sword out.
I know, I'm ready to go. I got my cursed snail shell. I'm ready.
Yeah. And people start to yell an alarm, and a very familiar looking black-clad raccoon
Yeah.
is scrabbling up one of the nearby buildings as she knocks one of the wooden chests off the table of a cart nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna run in the direction of Kwikka.
Yeah. And the wooden chest bursts open as it hits the ground, and a giant white glove floats out of it.
What?
What?
Yeah. It has a giant bloodshot eye in its palm, and it immediately slaps someone aside as it's released from its wooden prison.
Oh my!
As one
Why
does.
why does everything like slapping things?
Well, it's a
Yeah.
hand. It's what it's got.
I know. It's true.
Oh, it's really got.
Yeah,
in this
but
world.
still, it's interesting. Okay, I love it. That's scary.
One trick pony.
Oh my god! Wow.
No one liked that.
So we are going to. I want to run after Kwikka, but I don't know if the palm's in the way.
It is between you and the raccoon, but you can perhaps see where she is gone. If you want to make a perception check, which is
Yeah.
Dex plus Int.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's check
y'all
it out.
can
Yeah.
see what you see.
Double 4 for me. That's an 8.
7
That
and 4 is 11.
Is very good. Right.
11.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Aw.
Not Akane. Akane's like, what the hell? You giant hand. But the other, the two of you, note that she scurries up a building and through a window up above the marketplace.
All right. I want to head to that building. I say to Ren.
Okay, let's go.
Akane,
Yes.
we're going this way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
All right,
I can-
that way.
I can follow the. Yeah, I can follow along. Easy.
All right.
All right. This magical hand is starting to wreck shit in the marketplace. Vendors are crying out for help.
Oh no.
Are you going to ignore them and continue your chase?
No, I'm gonna get that. How big is this hand?
Let's give you a good look. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Mhm,
Wait, are you
mhm.
gonna show us a picture of this?
No, I'm not going to show you a
Of
picture. This one
course.
doesn't have a picture.
Oh,
I'm sure you can
I'm partially disappointed.
imagine. I know there are not a lot of mob pictures in this book, to be fair.
Mhm.
It is a very large hand wearing a white glove. It almost reminds you of the Egg People gloves, but
Yeah.
much bigger. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's what I
there
was
is
thinking.
a big bloodshot eye in the middle of it.
Okay. So it was contained in this wooden crate, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will say to Ren, play some music. Maybe that'll calm it down.
Calm down the hand.
Yes.
Oh, talk to the hand.
Talk
right.
to the hand
Play to the hand, baby.
because the
Yeah.
egg ain't listening.
Oh my god.
All right,
No,
so
that was worse than the one trick palmy. That was way worse. Way worse.
But you remembered it.
Yeah, I
Are
did.
Are you saying
I-
you don't like their
Memorable.
yolks?
At
I'm
least.
just oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Dead
All right,
joke
that's all of us
central.
except for Des. So now she has to come up with something.
Oh yeah,
All
that's the
right,
punishment.
so yeah.
Hate it. It's just not It's just not exciting to me. That's all.
Oh, there you go. Yes. 4 for 4.
Welcome.
Welcome to the club.
No,
Welcome to the dark side.
No. I rarely do that. Never again.
It's a one-time event.
It's a one-time only. All right. So
in terms of playing something, I mean, normally my music gives you guys a bonus.
Yeah, but you can definitely just ask to use your skills in a way that's not specified.
Sure.
It's just an idea. You don't have to do it.
I will try. I'm gonna give it a shot. All right. Just gonna play my old standard, Kiss of the Dusty Road.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
classic.
That is classic. Yeah.
And I fumbled it. So there you go.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not even kidding.
It makes the hand matter.
Yeah. The song that at first, like, you start playing and it's like the hand definitely notices, like you can see it floating and it like turns towards you, blinks its little eye at you, and then you keep playing and like the eye gets wide and angry, and then like
the iris expands.
It starts to glow and a little like fireball goes into someone's cart and they're like, no.
Music hating muggle over here.
Oh, yep. Okay.
But Ren, I'll have you roll an int plus int on this one.
Do we get another fumble point?
Yes, you all get another fumble point.
Jeez, we're racking those up.
Yeah.
Int plus int, I got an 8.
Wow.
Something about the level of hatred in this hand reminds you of the old minstrel. Something about it you just don't like.
Oh, okay.
The old minstrel.
Well, I'm gonna go after this hand then.
Oh,
this time it's personal.
Oh no.
Right. All right. Let's set up our battlefield, everybody.
Get it going.
All
right.
I'm gonna start parkouring up this building to get at this thing.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Boom. All right. You are in a crowded marketplace, although people obviously have moved aside to.
They're doing the extras in a Marvel movie move of just like screaming and all running in different directions.
Yep.
And there's one guy like carrying his margaritas as he scuttles out of the
All right. Jimmy Buffett's there somehow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's Miyazaki coming out with like 2 margaritas and like, whoa.
And a cigarette. Yeah.
Cigarette, yeah. Definitely.
All right. So because the magic hand is the only enemy, it's required to be in the front line. It can't be at range. The game automatically moves them forward if there's no one in front of them, basically. So for the first object on the battlefield, I will have next to the hand the large broken crate.
Okay.
All right. Des, what object would you like to add to the field?
I'm going to add a crying child.
Where are you putting them?
I'm going to put the crying child on the opposite side of on the front part of the enemy. So opposite side of where the cart is.
Okay.
Like lost and crying child. All right. It happens.
It does happen. All right. Let's see. David, what would you like to add?
So was this thing on top of a building, or am I miss?
No, so the raccoon was scaling the building and knocked it off the table. So it's like at market level. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Dang, I was going to parkour. All right. So
I mean, you can.
Later.
You can say there's a climbable building at the back.
Exactly.
Friendly lines if you want to.
I could, but I think I'll go with the fiction. I'll say what the rules demand. And
oh my god.
But yeah, let's put that burning cart in the front
broken
line.
Wait, broken. It's a burning.
The
fireball.
The fireball.
Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, sorry.
So I'm gonna say that hit near me, so let's put the burning cart in the front line good guys zone,
Okay.
whatever you call it.
Wow.
Frontline
Okay.
hero zone, I guess.
Yep. Got it. All right, Santiago, what are you adding?
Let's add a big stack of burlap sacks full of onions
Mm,
All right.
in our back line.
got it. And then Des, just to clarify,
Mhm.
yours is because you had yours kind of on the opposite side. So did you mean
front
like the enemy
enemy.
side? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
front
perfect.
enemy. Mhm.
Beautiful. All right.
Mhm.
Now, where are y'all placing yourselves? Are you doing same formation as last time with the two of you in front and Ren in the
Oh,
back?
I'm up front, baby.
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
up
go
front
poke
this
this
time.
thing's fucking
You're like,
eye out,
ha-ha.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You hate so much.
I'm in the
hate.
back. I'm in the back.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. I'm always in the front. I don't
Okay.
have any ranged. So
Okay. Gotcha. Very good. Very good. Then this is current setup. And just for funsies, I think I will add. Ooh, calm down, Discord. Since the back enemy lines are currently empty, I will. Yeah, there's like in all the commotion and people like moving stuff out of the way and like stuff getting knocked over, there's like what used to be a banner advertising the goods at one of the stalls is now like ripped and flapping in the misty
Ooh.
breeze
All
in the
right.
back. All right. So now everyone may roll your initiative and report to Desiree.
All right. Yes.
Report back.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Ooh.
12.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm motivated.
okay. So got all right. I got a 6.
Got a 7. All right.
The magic hand has a 6. And then I believe
Okay.
Santiago Akonit's condition was kind of low today, right?
No, 5.
Okay. So yeah, the magic hand will go before Akonit because condition is
okay.
higher.
I did forget to add my +1.
Well, then you would go before.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. I rolled a 6. The total is 7.
Okay. Yeah. So hand is
all
last.
right.
It already spent
Okay.
its shot blowing up someone's card, basically. It's powering back up.
Why did it have a great day? Like, what the heck made the hand's day a good day or good conditions?
It's been hanging out in a box. I guess if you knew more about its maker, you would understand why it might like that. Oh, quite.
I'm sure I would.
Mhm.
All right. So, okay. So it's going to be Ren, me, Akanet, and then the hand. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
My conditions were better than Akanet's. That's why I have a 7. I'm going ahead of.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's do it.
So yeah,
Rock and
Ren
rolla.
gets first.
Yeah, I
go.
mean, Ren, the fact that I see Ren so focused also is why, like, I think explains my initiative. Like, I'm here to
like,
support,
whoa.
but it's also like, whoa, this is what the heck. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not used to Ren moving
No.
this fast.
No. No, that's also true. That's also
Can
true.
when I want to. Thank you very much.
Apparently, yeah. Okay.
They
let's do
learned
it.
that today.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
All right. So, very good. How do I attack?
Are you using your pipe?
I'm using my pipe as a light
Yeah.
a light weapon. Yes.
Okay,
So I think it's int plus dex.
that would make sense because that's like light blade does that too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So int plus dex. Okay. Do. All right. You know what? I am also going to spend a fumble point. Wait,
Very
what
good.
was the remind me? Oh,
So fumble
initiative
point.
keeper? Oh, initiative keeper. What was the
yeah.
hands initiative?
The
Yes.
hands initiative is 6. Sorry. I was like looking at my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to spend a fumble point. Haha.
You're like, never mind.
Never mind, because I just rolled a 7. So
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah, that does hit. So you can roll your damage.
Excellent. All right. Damage is int -1. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
cool. All right. Int -1. Okay.
Very good.
Whoa. Do I get anything if I roll max?
You would have gotten something if you critted your accuracy roll, but max damage is max damage.
So that's 7.
Oh.
So I just poke it right in the middle of its giant
You did
iris.
say that you use it to jab people in the eye. This thing is almost all eye.
Yep.
So it's this big angry eye looking at you. You're just like poke. And it like, you know, this poor angry hamburger helper glove is like floats back in pain. Its eye weeping and squinty. It looks severely hurt.
All right. And for my free action, I'll just say, where did you come from? Tell me and I'll spare you.
It does not appear to have a mouth.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll just have to poke it to death then.
What? All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna look for I want to do search.
Okay.
And do I get to pick what I'm looking for, or do you?
Okay. You're surveying. Tell me what you see.
I'm looking around and I see that there's another like booth or stall that has like a bunch of wooden crates and like other kind of chests and lock boxes. And stuff.
Yeah.
So I would want to like run over there to get one.
It's George's wife, Bernadette, is like, empty boxes. We got your moving needs covered.
I'm like, I need a box.
Okay. I mean, they're like startled because of this combat that's happening. She's like, oh, sure.
All right. So I'm looking for one that looks like the same size as the one that broke.
Yeah, sure. You can get one of those.
All right. I need one of these like right now.
Okay. So are you using this action basically to equip this new item? Okay. So now like, your animation changes. Instead of your rapier, it's like box.
Yeah, holding box. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You have a box ready for your next turn.
Okay. Yeah, so next is Akane.
Not much of a battle tactician or what have you. So like in our last standoff, I saw Mercedes like trying to restrain the eggs. So I was trying to like get on board and help in that same way. Didn't exactly work out, but I was following along in the spirit of things. It's not really a fightery type, although I can swing a blade pretty deftly. So since I saw Ren just like go all out with this thrust into the iris of this eyeball, I'll be like, oh, okay, so that's what we're doing. And just full on slash at the glove with my broadsword sized chef knife.
Okay. You may roll.
Let's see what the result is. Oh boy, here we go. All right, that is a 9.
Yeah, that's more than its initiative of 6. So damage it up.
And damage time. 6.
Ooh. You slash across it and a bunch of, you can't quite tell what it is, but this dry stuff falls out of it. It's definitely like damaged parts of it are hanging off now.
Ooh.
Is it the glove's turn?
It's the glove's turn now.
Let's see. I mean, you just gave it a vicious slash, but Fox did sing a song that it didn't like.
Yeah.
I understand. It's okay.
Let's see.
My defense is super high, so it's all right.
That is true.
Take your shot.
All right. I will. Let's see. I don't even think I can roll high enough to hit you. Yes, that's a 3.
Oh my God.
So it looks like it's going to give you like a massive flick. But since it's all in tatters, like part of it like falls down as it's trying to do so, and it like sort of like just like bobs around and glares at you. non-productively with that roll. I'm sorry. Yeah, the highest it can roll is a 10, which is under your initiative. Anyway. So
Sorry.
yeah,
Just
you're
bobbing
safe.
and weaving, cartwheeling
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah.
All right.
So Ren is next.
Ren back to you.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm torn because it doesn't have a mouth, so I can't really interrogate the thing. So I think the best bet is just to, do an autopsy on this thing after I kill it. So
What? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my God.
Sense.
Not literally, but just take the glove off the hand inside and see what. No, I'm kidding. All right.
That sounds like that's an autopsy.
You start peeling the glove off, and there's just like all this viscera. I was like, oh God. Okay. No, that was its skin. That was
hand
its skin.
intestines.
Yeah. You just skinned it.
Hand intestines. Did you just say that?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
I rolled an 8, so that'll do it.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That should do it.
All right.
3 damage.
That is enough. So talk to me about how you knock out, because you didn't do it up to like straight up kill it unless you want to. It's like reduced to
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like an unconscious value, like in Pendragon? Oh,
Yep.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's just as complex and wonderful as Pendragon.
Well, in its own way, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I think I am like sort of bobbing and weaving around this thing, and then as it tried to flick me, I sort of ducked under and then came up and just sort of used my pipe in both hands. Instead of poking it, I kind of used it as a bar to give it the shove, and I shoved it back into that burning cart,
Oh.
Yeah.
And which bursts it and sends sparks flying everywhere.
Yep. There's a distinct smell of burning hair.
Oh God.
Ugh.
All right. So I run up. I'm next. So I'm running up with the box,
Mhm.
and I'm just looking around to see what's going on. I'll be like, you can put it in here if you want.
Ooh. Is it big enough?
I mean, it
The
can't
box?
respond. So at this point, you can pat it out and put it in the box to investigate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it has a lock, just like the other one. I got it for you.
Okay. So I'll say, help me get it in the box. I have lots of questions.
All right. So I grossly start to help move it into the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hamburger helper is contained in the box.
Lock it, give the key to Ren, and I'm going to run up to that crying kiddo.
Yeah. So there is a small crying octopus boy. Says, I can't find my mom.
So I'll pick him up.
I love the family of nautical animal voices. Like they're all in the same.
They're very high pitched. They're high pitched mainly because of the water situation.
But then the mammal voices are different. They're actually,
they're raggedy, kind of scratchy and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Obviously,
duh.
Science.
It's Rainey's cinematic universe.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up the octopus kid, and I'll just be like, where did you see them last?
They run the shop over. They're like looking around, and they're obviously very disoriented.
Okay, so I'm gonna start just walking around the marketplace holding this octopus kid and looking for the booth where the parents are. So
or his tentacles wrapped around your
neck,
kind of hanging off.
He's just shifting through colors and textures.
Yeah.
So you see a very worried looking octopus person outside of a stall for which the sign says sweaters, any number of arms.
Love it. So I'll say, is this the place?
oh yeah. And then the octopus person runs over and is like, oh, my little coral boy, and like grabs him from me and says, how could I ever repay you?
It's okay. It's fine. No,
How many arms do you have?
2, but I'm fine. It's okay. It's all right.
How many arms do you like? They
It's
have to
all right.
ask.
Yeah, I know. I love it. They're not assuming.
Arm
They're not
inclusive. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
they're not
Yeah.
assuming anybody's arms number. David Larkins. All right. So
I viewed it more as like species centric. Like, they're just like, all you non-octopods look alike to me.
Yeah. Who even knows how many arms you have?
Yeah.
1, 3, I don't know.
Are you one
All
of
right,
those duopods?
Yeah. So I'll say no. It's at your service. I'm happy to help. It's all right. I'm glad Coral Boy found his family. So I have to leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So I'll just go off handsomely, dashing back to the site of this bizarre hand thing and thinking, Ren, what the fuck? So I'll run up to
people
Ren
are starting to like try to put their stuff back together now that the fighting has stopped.
Yeah. So Ren, how do you seem familiar with this hand?
I've never seen this hand in my life, but it seemed oddly familiar to me. But I don't think it actually has anything to do with this raccoon bandit ring.
So then I look up at the building where I remember seeing Kwikka go into the window, and I'll say, she went into that building. We can at least go check it out. Are there any like couriers or any little people who could basically take the crate to the oh my gosh. Why didn't I remember to she shell?
She
to
sells.
she sells.
The impossible shop name.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was thinking of a similar restaurant name if you couldn't think of one. But yeah. I was thinking about Obachon's Bachon, like Bonchon. So like, yeah.
Wow.
That's good. That's right next door.
Yeah.
It's her sister's restaurant. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that fits. So can we hire someone to take this crate back there to the inn?
Coral Boy could do it for you.
Oh, so, but I don't want him to get lost again. He seems kind of little. Maybe Coral Boy has a brother. I think it was
mostly the chaos. Yeah, his older brother. Coral teen.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll head back to the, I'll be right back. And so I'll go to the stall and I'll say, actually, you could help me. Do you have an older offspring that could do an errand for me and my companion?
Yes, absolutely. And a like petulant looking octopus boy wearing a very nice sweater.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Busy.
Like he has a deep voice. His voice gets deeper and then it gets higher as he becomes an adult.
It's a weird puberty thing. Yeah.
It is very weird.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, yeah, this way. So
all right.
So I'll bring him over to the group and I'll just say he can take the crate.
What happened over here? It's all messed up.
It is, isn't it? Ren,
it's all wrecked.
It's all wrecked.
Shipwrecked. What?
Okay, you're gonna take this crate and you're gonna take it to the She Shell Inn.
Okay.
Okay, if you and just say that it belongs to Mercedes and to put it in our room, please.
All right.
And thanks.
Yeah, picks it up in 2 of his arms and walks on down the street. All like slow though.
I'm making the most of it.
Yeah.
All right. So so you two, so how are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You all right?
I'm like keeping an eye on the crate as it disappears. I light up my pipe, take some thoughtful puffs.
Yeah. So let's head into this building. Let's see what the building is. So can we walk up to the front of the building?
Yeah. So walking up to the front of the building, it looks like an old warehouse, like a storage building.
Okay. Try the doors.
They are sticky, but not locked. Like they're just rough to get open. Not like sticky like you, honey, but like just kind of rusty sort of vibe. Okay. Salted. And so you get open and the building is kind of cobwebby and dusty, but it looks like it's out of use.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there a place? Let's go inside. Are you fine with going inside?
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So heading inside, is there a place to like take some stairs up to the other floors or?
There are definitely ways between the floors. Old, but intact.
Okay. So I think walking up the stairs just to see.
Yeah. Let us doing some rolls. Let's have someone make a travel check. That's a strength plus dexterity, like as a tracking check, basically, to see if you can find the path. It is a journey roll, so
yeah, but I'm rolling a D4 on one of those.
That'd be pretty good at that.
Yeah, Akanet, go for it.
See if I can sniff them out. See if I can pick up a trail. See what happens. All right. Yeah, it's my favorite. 9 on the D10, 1 on the D6. Total 10.
Great. You needed an 8, so that's very good.
Yay.
And you can see as you're looking around in like the dust and everything, the very distinct little raccoon, like human hand with nails at the end print, basically, leading like across the floor through a window, and you can see one kind of directly across from it, that like buildings too close together thing. Looks like she made a little leap into the next building.
Oh shit. All right. Let's go. Let's go back. Yeah, let's go back outside and go into this other building. Because I don't think we could fit through this window.
You could try.
I mean, I probably could.
Well, why don't you go?
I will try.
All right.
Do I need to roll?
Go back around the other way. And we'll
meet.
I don't know that you need to roll necessarily. Tell me a little bit about how you are traversing between the two buildings. And if it seems dangerous, we'll have you roll.
So this was a window, you said? Like a little
window?
It's
like a window. And then there's a building next to this building pretty close. Like I'd say maybe 6 feet away or something. Like they're pretty like close together, and with another open window across from it.
So I'll just position myself in the windowsill and use my 9 tails to balance myself as I, kind of just do a little forward leap, like just leap through and do a little somersault once I hit the floor on the other side.
All right. Let's see. Can you roll a dex plus dex for me, please?
I certainly can. Whoa, Jesus, that was close. A 1 and a 2, so that's a 3.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Yeah. Can I retroactively do things to give myself bonuses, like spend bubble points?
Yeah, let's do
magic points and shit. All right, so I'm gonna concentrate real hard by spending a fumble point and half my magic points.
Okay.
We'll boost that up to a 5.
Okay. Very good. It's still not the most graceful thing any of you have ever seen. You probably lose at least 1 respect point for
damn it.
Yeah.
As you see her like go like kind of like spread eagle and like scrabbling at the window, tails flopping, like trying to get in, like
we're just kind of like I'm looking like turning my head like craning my head like what the heck.
Aki is like bit onto one of the tails and like dangling out the window and stuff like that. It's not pretty.
No.
But
didn't see the flower pot under the window.
Crashes down. No, you land right in a pie that was cooling. No, you probably are just like covered in like dust and gross now too. You don't. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But yes, as you kind of fumble your way in and kind of roll to a stop and like ears up, like listening. You hear the sound of multiple voices. One of them you recognize as the young raccoon, and she's saying, "But I have 8 items. Like that's pretty close to what I need." And do you want to get closer so you can see them, or do you want to just keep listening?
I'm fine with listening for right now.
He says, and the other voice says, "Look, we can't stay much longer. We're going to get made at some point. We got to head out to the next big take. Now that we have the ability to make fog wherever we want, any place could be our new place."
As I suspected. So what I was hoping is that my companions will be circling around so that
we are
flush these guys out, basically.
Yeah.
So where are the rest of you going?
Yes.
So we left the building and we went around to go right next door to this new building.
Okay.
And checking the doors there.
You do see like a strangely like a new lock on an old door.
Okay, interesting. So I look up at Akanet, be like, "Could you get rid of the lock?"
Yeah, give it a shot.
Are you doing it as delicate work, like picking the lock, or are you going gotcha? All right, strength plus dex, please. Or you could do strength if you prefer. You're just going full.
Full on double strump.
Brute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See what you can do about that lock.
I've always like this. This is fantastic, and I'll explain why here in a second. Hopefully, it comes out well. All right. 2d10. All right, that is 8 and 5, 13.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So the next thing that Ren would hear is just this like crashing sound, and then the door kind of swings open, and what the two of you at the door would see is the young raccoon that you have seen previously, another raccoon who looks a little tougher than she does, in like more like normal garb, not dressed like a bandit, but he is a bandit. Yeah. And then this big raccoon person, like almost the size of Aknet, with like an eye patch over one eye. And the big one like turns at the sound of the door. He's like, "I told you, we've been made. We better beat these punks so we can hightail it out of here." And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Yeah. Ooh, it sounds like a boss fight to me.
It is a boss fight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait,
right.
So Santi, why was it awesome? Why were you? What were you gonna say?
Because I play a lot of video games, accordance with ancient treaty.
Prophecy. Yes.
Prophecy, yes. It is known Khaleesi. And I've always found it hilarious. It's just a mechanic in the game. It's like I understand why it's a thing and I don't dislike it. It's just always funny to me that it's like you come up to like a locked door or whatever, and you have like a 12 gauge shotgun, and it's just like a normal door. It's like, and it's like, "Oh, you need the red key," and I'm like, "I've got a pretty good key right here." Like, and so seeing that whole like, "Oh, there's a lock," and then Mercedes being like, you have like a key or some lock picks or something like that. I'm like, "Okay, well, got this kadoosh." I love that mechanic being able to play out in tabletop games.
Exactly.
So awesome. And I love that. Penny Arcade did a comic about that actually when Resident Evil 4 came out 130 years ago, where like the guy goes to the vendor and it's just a guy with like a trench coat selling, stranger, I've got like these goods, right? And you're like the secret agent trying to rescue the president's daughter is like the plot that the whole story is turning on. And it's like everything costs all this money, you can't buy anything, till later. And then in the comic strip is like, well, I have this coupon right here, like brandishing his guns, like, and the vendor's like, "That's a pretty good coupon." So like, I'm just like, Yes, I had a
Mhm.
pretty good coupon. So.
You'll circumvent any sort of obstacle there.
Mhm.
Nice. Cool. Well, thank you, Rainey, for that
Of
amazing
course.
thing. I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious where we will end up.
All right. So let us give you your XP. Because of my magical torch, of course, it is doubled. You got XP for encountering new and fantastical terrains, but also you defeated a magic hand, which is a level 3 creature. So today, your total XP that you will add on is 800 experience points.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
Nice.
Which will bring you past the threshold for level 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, it's not an even level, so no stat increase. Let's see. But you do get to do your normal HP MP increase. So you have 3 points that you can distribute as you wish to HP or MP. You can split them. You can spend them all in one spot, whatever makes you happy.
Okay. Cool.
Again, your carrying capacity increases by 1.
No.
Nice.
And because this is 3rd level, you are now just smarter about certain types of terrain and or weather.
Oh, nice.
So each of you may choose one terrain or weather, and I can give you the full list, or you can look in the book and decide later, whatever you like. Where anytime you are in that terrain or weather, you have a +2 to anything that would involve it. So your journey checks, camping checks, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, what's the rundown on the terrain types? We've got grassland, woods.
Yes.
What
So things you have encountered so far. Wasteland was what was around Archia, unfortunately. Grassland, there's woods because you kind of dealt with that a little bit. You've heard tell of a swamp from the sloth.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there are also hills, rocky terrain, deep forest, desert, jungle, and alpine. Although I will say for the length of this adventure, we probably won't get into desert, jungle, or alpine because they're pretty difficult. So grassland, wasteland, hills, rocky terrain, woodlands, deep forest, mountain, and swamp. And then there's weathers too. So you've got foggy, rainy, blizzard, like windy. Wind is one as well. Hot weather counts as weather. Snow, thunderstorms. Clear skies is technically weather if you want to be real good at that.
All right. I think I'm gonna go for grasslands.
Nice. Good.
So where do I log this?
So
I'm gonna put it under notes. Oh wait,
Yeah.
actually there's a check bonus here.
yeah,
Oh,
there's
where's
I think
that?
there's a spot on
Yeah, there is.
Oh, check
It's under
bonus?
your equipment.
Yeah. Okay. Terrain plus weather. Okay. Oh, so these have different
Oh
levels.
yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start with grassland.
there. And so you
I'll
have a
go with
+2 to this one.
Okay, great, thanks.
I'll go with woods.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Santiago. Still thinking about it.
No, I want to choose a weather type.
Ooh,
I
okay.
want to choose a type of rain, but I don't
Yeah.
know. There's rain and there's hard rain, and I'm not clear on the like.
Honestly, if you go for rain, I'll have it count either way. If it's raining, you will get your bonus.
Okay.
I will not differentiate. One of them's just harder than the other, but you can have a bonus to either.
So where and how do you denote your bonus?
They said it was
Is
under
in the rain
equipment on the
boxes?
character
Right.
sheet.
Yeah, it's under equipment. The
I
equipment
see
section.
that there. And so you just like put like
Just
a-
write it in the box.
Yeah.
That's what I did there.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then put
+1 or something.
it's +2 for you. Anytime you are in rain and having to deal with rain. All
You've
of
got a
you
lot
made
of
excellent
experience.
choices, I must say.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
All are relevant and good.
excellent.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Ooh, quite.
Wow, that was
Okay.
awesome, Rainy.
Yeah, this game is just, I never know what to expect.
I know, I'm completely.
I never know what to expect either.
I'm
So it's
bamboozled.
fine.
If ever there was a game like made for Rainy to
Yeah, no kidding, right?
just because of all the voice opportunities.
Oh yeah.
The
Most of my
ensemble
prep is
cast
just like,
of
what kind of
voices.
animal person could show up next?
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah.
It's so good.
But you did get your first, David, you got your first clue when you have a chance to look at that for your stuff. It's very exciting.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, and we got a bonus from the egg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Knocking the
So
egg
you
down to
each
0.
get an additional 200 XP.
Holy
What does
shit.
that bring you up
What?
to?
I'm at 1100 now.
Me too.
Okay, you're only
Good.
100 points away from level 4.
Yeah, I'm at 1100 too.
Nice. Yeah. Because you exactly zeroed an egg. So
And
There you
what's the special activity for this week?
oh yes. Should you choose to accept it, my benevolent benediction for you.
Uh-huh.
You're level 3 now though. Dang, I have to give you so much gold.
Make
All
it
right.
harder.
You may have 600 gold if you can provide, and I know David can only do this, this is free for him, character art for your character.
Oh.
David's like, done. I already did it. I stole it from a video game.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So yes, 600
Okay.
gold next session if you can provide character art. And then of course, the 300 gold for your inventory is still open for anyone who wants to take it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Des should be able to get the character art nailed in or dialed in with the Pit Crew, personally.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But a
think
bear
that.
person, I don't know about that. That'd be tough.
I think it's possible.
It's difficult to find one that isn't like barbarian type of warrior type.
Right.
Sort of
exactly.
things. Bear folk are just, they're always drawn as ferocious dual battle axes, harnesses, shit like
Right.
that. So finding a bear folk that's just a chef.
I mean, we know it already exists in anime.
True.
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 But also, you can get a picture of a bear and like just paste anime eyes on it if you want. That's also an option.
I like that idea a lot.
Right.
Very good.
Alright.
Next time. Thank you again for listening to our actual play of Ryuutama. Don't forget to support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/esotericrp. And once again, huge thank you to Tabletop Audio for making so many cool sounds available. Hopefully you enjoyed them. You can find them at tabletopaudio.com. See you next time.